Hey, folks, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I'm Mike,
I'm Jay.
and it's Friday Night Fights. It's back.
Honey, you'll never believe what happened to me today. Not a goddamn thing.
Sit down, Teresa. Guys, It has been so long. It's been over a week since we've live streamed at all, but it's been months since we've done Friday Night Fights.
That's right, Friday Night Fights. We ripped that off from Friday Night Tights. They've been around longer.
They called their Friday night show SmackDown. They should have said Friday Night Fights.
No, I think there's another YouTube channel that's called Friday Night Tights, and they do superhero stuff. Smart.
It's a good name. I actually
But
like
actually, we didn't rip them off. They ripped us off, but we're not going to talk about it. Actually, they didn't. They will. I didn't even know there was one.
Fired. Yeah. And then, the Friday Night Fights is also an ESPN thing.
I know.
It's like a boxing thing. So we technically stole it from them. But, what are you going to do?
You want to hear some really cool news? If you guys have the rewards member card, I guess that's what it's fucking called, for Burger King, they're offering for a 2-day birthday event, they're going back to their original prices for their Whopper, 37 cents, Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday, but you have to order it through the app or it doesn't count, you fatty fatsons. So you got to order it through the app. I swear to God, it was. I was reading it on Google. It was like Burger King I don't know how old the burger's turning, but celebration. They're offering 37-cent Whoppers Friday and Saturday as long as you use the rewards card, and you have to order on the app.
You motherfuckers!
I know, it's crazy.
You've done it again.
Yeah, dude, I tried. They're looking like that fucking bitch from What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He's like, give him back my son and my 15 Whoppers.
Yeah, I tried those ghost pepper nugs. Did you try those when they were out? They might still be out. I don't know. They put out ghost pepper nuggets for like $1.50 for like 10 nuggets or whatever, and they're fucking delicious. But buddy, and they weren't even that hot. Like they weren't that hot, but they had some ingredient that like a creeper ingredient that only expands when it gets inside your butthole. Because I had some of the most painful poopings I'd had in some time.
Was it Bernie?
Dude, it was hot and it was painful. And I never went back for more because I was
so like, now you know what a person in jail feels like when their butthole has been railroaded multiple times.
I wish.
The Jaeger bomb says worst fries ever. You talk about Burger King, sir? Because I would agree with you. I don't like their fries.
Yeah, they got those little potato spuds on them or something.
But I do honestly. I'm just like it's so I don't know. It's so like average. I like McDonald's fries. I don't know if they're done right. If you get the good salt, they gotta have the right kind of salt. I'm not saying I want Gordon Ramsay back there slapping some bitch in the face for not making my French fries right, but just a little dab of the salt. And nice warm French fries. McDonald's hands down always.
Buddy, I'll tell you what. I think that you're actually right on that one. Like McDonald's does have. It's hard to say McDonald's because it's McDonald's. I don't want to be, I don't want to be that guy.
Fat American, yeah.
But McDonald's may have the best fries. Wendy's has good fries. They said that they updated their recipe on their fries, but to me they're too crispy. Like now I'm like, no, you made them. I like the soggy ones. I don't like them. Like McDonald's fries soggy.
The ones dripping in grease.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
I like they taste like fried taters to me from McDonald's. Good old classic McDonald's fried taters.
But when you add in the old chocolate Frosty in there, by the way, why do they ask you what flavor you want when you order a fucking Frosty?
Is there another flavor?
Yeah, there's vanilla, but every time I go there, the kids want Frosties, and each time I order the Frosty, I'm like, in a Frosty, they're like, what flavor? I'm like, chocolate, you fucking asshole. Yeah. Duh. Nobody orders a vanilla.
Don't be
Frosty.
mixing me up. I'll slap you across the face like your husband did last night. Who you talking to?
I turn off Karen. Oh, shit. Hey, first super chats tonight. Mercurio80, thank us. Says, hey, you sexy mofo. So glad he brought back Friday night movie fights. We did. This may be a one-time only, not a one-time only, but I'm not saying we're gonna do it every Friday. We'll see, we'll see how it feels, what's cooking in the microwave, but we're gonna enjoy tonight either fucking way. I'll tell you that, Mercurio. Joshua Ayers, that is a very nice super chat, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He says, hey guys, I just got back from getting a new tattoo and got a Wham stream waiting for me.
Great man. There you
go. Tattoo?
Congratulations. I've got at least 0, but I bet it was fun for you.
Yeah, man, I really, really have been aching to go get a new tattoo, but they're also booked up because they were backed up for COVID. So all the tattoo artists are busy and they've gotten kind of snooty about it. So I'm like, fuck it. You don't want to tattoo me. I don't want you to tattoo me either.
My first tattoo is going to be the Joker tattoo from Jared Leto. It's just going to say damaged across my big ass forehead. And it's going to be like, and you know what? My forehead's big enough. It's going to be bubbled. It's going to be like the bubble letters.
What if that was your only tattoo? I seen a dude last night. No shit, dude. I was taking a piss in the bathroom at Marika's.
Yeah.
And this dude had the crow makeup tattooed on his face, but only on one eyeball. He looked like a dollar store cable, man. He had just a blue fucking line going through one eye. Just straight down.
God. That sounds like that chick from Back to the Future Part 2. The one that has that one scar down her eye. She's like, what's wrong, McFly? Are you in or out? That one. I was like, why'd you just do it that way? You know what happened? That motherfucker unemployment check ran out and he couldn't finish the other side. He's like, that's all I can do. I'll make up a story. I'll say like I got into a fight with Sting and he marked me. I used to be a wrestler.
This means I killed a man, but upside down. Yeah, dude. I'd rather get the fucking Yellowstone brand literally branded in my chest than get a face tattoo. Like, no. Nobody looks well. I don't want to say that because people might have face tattoos. We have that kind of awesome crowd. You never know. Someone got drunk one night in Tijuana and got a turtle tattooed on their cheek. I don't fucking know.
I think Adam Levine got one just recently.
That's not surprising at all. He takes off his shirt. He looks like a Chipotle bag.
He does, dude. Yeah, he's not very. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, I guess, in some instances, but I mean, he just looks like Machine Gun Kelly's like distant second cousin or some shit. I don't know when he takes his shirt off. It's
like that scene in Rockstar where she's putting the nipple piercing in him, and he's like, she's like, "Are you sure you want to do this, Chrissy?" He's like, "I got to do what Bobby got it done last week." Adam Levine's like, "I got to keep up with the Machine Gun Kellys of the world."
Those guys are really small guys. The Machine Gun Kelly and him both. Like if you drove in a convertible top and you had to like it down, they would be like doing like that shit, like those like salesmen or those like those like some things outside car dealerships.
Mm-hmm. The waving arm inflatable tube.
You could try a string around their ankles and fly them like kites outside the convertible.
Angel Lopez says Dr. Chalice tattoo will look good on me. That'd be a fun tattoo to get if you got like Dr. a cartoony kind of Chalice. That'd be pretty dope. That'd be dope shit, man. Guys, we have fucking Friday night fights to get into here in just a second. And let me show you guys. I'm going to share my screen with you, you motherfucker.
Iron Wolf says Tyson's face tattoo was only half finished. Yeah, because he ate the fucking guy. He was like hungry. Like before he finished, he ate him. And he ate his children, like he said in that press conference. And he fucked him until he loved him.
I'm going to fuck you till you love me. This is the seedings, the bracket for tonight. You can see it on your screen too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, two things. You might be asking, where the fuck is Scream? And I was like, in my head, we know Scream's probably going to win this thing. So it seemed pointless to go through Scream going through 10 votes. So what I have set up here is that whoever is the champion of this bracket, whoever makes it through this bracket has the honor to fight Scream for the actual championship. Scream awaits the winner of the entire fucking bracket.
Yeah, that was smart. Yeah, Scream was definitely not going to, Scream was going to go all the way to number one. Easy.
Yeah, probably going to win the whole thing, but hey, you never know. But these seedings, I did not seed these myself. These were seeded based on IMDb scores. I would have never put The Craft above Scream 2 or Fear or Idle Hands or Brain Scan or H2O or Strangeland. The Craft is fine, but it's just not,
Yeah.
It's not those movies to me.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. You're talking about my dick, lady.
Shut up, Farouk Assault.
God, your mouth is so big.
Shut your
that mouth do though.
Big mouth. Chase Banks, thanks, buddy. Says I'm getting an Atlanta Braves logo tattoo soon. Happy holidays, guys. My kind of fucking dude. Hey, you see that? Probably didn't because I'm so fast.
That's the greatest. That's the greatest hockey team that ever exists. There's no doubt. They were brave. They were brave people from the Atlantic Sea.
Hey, we gotta get Freddie Freeman back. Gotta do it. The Seas of Atlanta. There's great boating in Atlanta, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a good boating community.
Yep, I hear. Good times. Forrest Gump was shot down there.
Oh shit. He's been
it was Savannah. Because I went, it was Savannah. Because if you go down to Savannah, there's like a little bench where he sat. Like it's like marked where I put my butt cheeks on exactly where Tom Hanks had his butt cheeks on.
Well, technically, anywhere you go, Tom Hanks as Tom Cruise has been, as fucking Forrest Gump has been, because he ran across the entire goddamn nation.
He did.
Because he's a fucking national hero.
Coast to coast. No doubt about it. Casey Kasem.
They should have done a Forrest Gump 2 where he ran for office and fixed America.
I don't know. Well, he probably had AIDS. That fucking villain bitch probably gave it to him. He probably didn't last.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, that, you know what? You can have a Friday night movie fight or whatever and have like villains versus villains. Ginny's going to be number one. She is the most diabolical villain ever.
Yeah.
She really is.
She's a horrible human being.
She's a horrible human being. She looks like a burnt down Save-A-Lot and probably smells like BO. And I mean, and she used that poor guy.
She is one of the Kirsten Dunst as MJ is one of the worst women in film. Ginny, though, takes the fucking cake. It's hard to beat her. Forrest Gump. I mean, she not only she let him feel her boobie one time, but in return, you know, she got his ass kicked. Well, no, actually, he whooped everybody's ass because he's an unstoppable
he's
fucking
strong
force of nature
guy.
that Forrest Gump is. But yeah, you know, and gave, you know, AIDS, obviously. So that was
I don't know
hard
if
to
it
trump
was AIDS. They never really explained what the fuck it was, but
we all assumed it was
they
AIDS.
showed her sharing needles and shit, so you assumed it was AIDS.
Yeah.
But who the fuck knows?
Sorry, I have to have AIDS because mommy went slumming one night back in college.
Yeah, I do.
That guy from Van Wilder.
God damn it. My dick fell off.
Oh shit. Anthony Stamps, thanks, buddy. He says, was watching Ghostbusters 2016 earlier. Why? And I was surprised to see Little John appear on screen. Oh, Little John from like the rapper, or because that would make sense, but you're probably
I think he means Halloween Kills. I like I've seen that movie Ghostbusters 2016, but I tried to burn it out of my head as much as I could, so I can't remember much of it. But yeah, I guess he might have been in it. That movie is so goddamn terrible, dude. Don't ever watch it.
Don't worry.
Like, it literally took years off my life. Like, the Grim Reaper came back after I watched it and said, "You're fucked." I thought, I knew it. I knew it. You son of a bitch, Paul Feig.
You done fucked up. You're fucked now. Kevin Williams, thanks, buddy. He says, any hype from y'all about the new Matrix movie coming out? You spelled coming wrong, you filthy son of a bitch. Kevin, I'm super fucking stoked for it. I can't fucking wait for it. I'm very excited in my crotchal regions about the whole thing. But I don't think Jay is. Jay thinks it's going to blow.
I think it's going to be, I don't know. I hope it's good. I mean, I'm holding in my excitement for it because the trailer looked, to me, it was underwhelming, but at the same time, I do like Keanu Reeves and the Matrix stuff. I just don't like the Trinity thing. I don't like her coming back from the dead because I thought I thought Matrix 3 sucked butt. It was not good, but they still wrapped up the story of Trinity pretty well. And then having her come back, I know she's a great actress and all, but holy shit, guys. Like, the Keanu Reeves angle makes sense for him to come back as Neo because of the fact that he's the chosen one or whatever. So I get that they play around with that, but the whole thing with Trinity, I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on down in Chinatown. So who knows?
Yes. Hey, I'm seeing some beautiful motherfuckers in the chat here. We got Vanessa, we got Jordan, we got Holly, we got Joe, we got Anthony, fucking Mark, we got fucking Mike Watt Jr. and his motherfucking Music Man, Stella Blu-ray Dick, Clinton. You guys are some beautiful son bitches, man. Same damn people who show up and give a flying fuck about what we have to say about movies. And we appreciate you guys. We appreciate every single one of you, even everybody I didn't name, Tomo, Todd, everybody. Fucking love you, man. You guys are awesome. You
guys will be getting your checks $15 for showing up this evening. We appreciate that lots. I should have used my inside voice.
Class action settlement lawsuit from We Watched a Movie. Dakota Buckner says, what's up, guys? Did you see new pictures coming out for Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that comes out in February? I did. Did you see that? Hang on, I'll show it to you, okay?
I didn't say nothing.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you the biscuit. Where to go? I'm gonna pull it up. You motherfucker. Fuck, where to go? Shit. Oh, here it is. Isotoners. God damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Okay. Now I can. Oh, I already did. Shit. Check it out. So that's the first picture right there.
That guy, he looks like he just blew up the big, like he looked like he dropped the biggest turd this side of South Central. And he's like, he was so bad of a fucking turd that he's like crooked now.
I gotta say, man.
That's how you stand in front of your refrigerator when you're drunk looking for something to eat and someone walks in on you and they flip on the light. And you turn around, you're like, what?
Now, there's not a lot of hope for this movie, man. The rumors that are going around is that the people who have seen it are like, oh, fuck, it's dog shit. That's why Netflix bought it, they said, because they couldn't put it in theaters because it was so bad. But Netflix, I don't see Netflix buying something that's pure fucking dog shit.
Netflix is not the Netflix we used to know.
That's true. But I don't know. For me, though, these shots are actually pretty good. There's two of them. This one, you got Butch's block out there. Dude, they said that this is going to, so not only is it going to be a sequel to the original one, but Fede Alvarez says that he's an old man now. He escaped because nobody knew who he was because he was wearing a mask. And he's been trying to live as like a good person. But these new folks who come to town test that. And then he shows them the old leather fucking dick. You know what I mean?
That sounds a lot like the kind of the plot line for Psycho 2 or 3. I can't remember the one where he was trying to be a good guy and they pulled him back into it because they kind of fucked with it. I think it was Psycho 2.
Yeah.
Where he was trying to be a good guy. Or maybe it was Psycho 4.
It was Psycho 2. No, it was Psycho 2. You're right. He was working as a fry cook.
Sounds exactly like that.
Yeah.
You fucking unoriginal bastard. So, I get it.
I don't hate that story because at least it's interesting. Something they haven't done.
When he chases down somebody, if he's an old man, he's going to be on a rascal on his fucking wheelchair with a chainsaw. It's just not going to work.
Dude, I don't know though. Like, I will say this: I love that fucking shot. Like, it's a beautiful. Like, the cinematography on that is pretty spatial. It's pretty nice looking when you take a deep gander at it. And then the other shot's just to some kids fucking around.
You know, I don't know why, but dude, it kind of looks like a Victorian, like a Victorian age. It almost looked like Jack the Ripper kind of like setting. I don't know why. It just looked like old streets of London.
Yeah,
of London, mate. There's a goddamn killer out there on the streets butchering people's titties and wieners.
You sound like you're from London.
The south side of London.
Kids. They do look like they're in Italy or some shit, though. You know?
Look at her eyebrows. Holy shit. Those are thick.
Man. You got some
the thick ones.
You got them thick ones.
What's that guy's? That dude from American Pie. She got them caterpillar eyebrows. I'm not saying it's not attractive. What you want is someone to play, hit the ball back to you. What's that dude's name?
What dude?
The dad from American Pie.
Jonathan Levis.
John Levis?
Ben Stein.
No, I know. I
know we killed him in a live stream. We thought he was dead.
Yeah. That guy's anyway, her eyebrows look like that guy's eyebrows.
They do. I can see that. Scarehouse Tim Zombie says Eugene Levy, yes. Hi guys. I just recently got engaged and want to invite you to our wedding next year. Hope you can come. Can't wait for John Wick and Halloween Ends. You know what? You just fucking send us that invite and we'll see what happens.
Is it open bar, dude?
Big question.
Open bar, dude? Let us know the facts and the details. We got to have the deets.
More importantly, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Happy for you and your
congratulations. Now, is it open bar?
Yeah, we need to know. We need to fucking know. Courtney Reed, thanks, buddy. Says Friday Night Fights is back. It's time to count. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm fired. Courtney brings up a good point.
I didn't fire you.
I did Courtney. Hey, listen. Whatever I do,
I did not fire him. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Now listen, technology sometimes just takes jobs away. You know, that's why they call it technology. Now, Courtney, I know that you love mashed potatoes and counting, and those are the two things you love doing the most. And I love watching you do it. I'd like to rub mashed potatoes all over your body, and
not in a creepy way while we touch ourselves while you're doing it.
No, I want to touch you while I do it.
Yeah.
Why
don't you touch my toe while I'm doing it?
Oh, I like toes.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't mind sucking on toes.
But then again, if you got to ask about it, buddy, you can't afford it.
True.
That's just facts.
It's true. But yeah, technology has taken a few jobs away. Don't worry, we didn't pay them to begin with. They just did it out of their pure hearts. But yeah, Courtney brings up a good point. Tonight, we will be introducing a new fabric in the wrinkle of Friday Night Fights. And we're just going to fucking not count anything. We're just going to put a poll in the goddamn chat, and you're going to be able to just click a button, and it's going to fucking count for us. Goddamn John Henry.
That goddamn technology is just something else, but this is how the robots take over the world. Skynet 2022. Here we go. Oh my God. Everybody feel down to the tubes. I don't know. This is crazy.
I can't wait till this thing's healed up so I can break it across your fucking face. Chef Expo. Thank you, sir. He says, Mike, has anyone told you look like a grown-up version of the kid from the Monster Squad? Which kid?
He's probably talking about maybe the main guy.
I'm sure he's handsome. So
he just had I think he just he got recovered from a heart attack.
Well, I'm a step behind.
I know it's you might fuck is it what Eugene? Creature ate my Twinkie. Sean. It's Sean. The lead okay. Yeah, Sean.
I haven't seen that movie in a while, but I'm gonna go Google that later because I'm quite vain and I want to make sure he's handsome.
He's not ugly.
Oh, good. Well, that comes from you. You're an excellent judge of men's handsomeness.
I do.
And I mean that. That's not a knock at you.
I know. I like them. I like to look at their butts. I mean their faces, and generally if they're a good person.
I think I have a strong butt.
And their dick size. Personally. Not their dick size. I meant their
wieners,
muscle size of a strong heart.
I've done leg exercises twice this week. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Well, that's what happens when you're up and down all day trying to suck that wiener. Your calf muscles get strong.
Climb the steps of cock. Anthony Stamp says, I heard the plot synopsis for this movie, and it sounds like dog shit. I guess he's talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is weird. It is weird. But again, it's something they've never done before. If you want something new, they're giving it to you. You know what I mean?
Well, we had I don't know if the video's come out yet. Our most anticipated movies of 2022. That didn't make my list was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I think my main complaint was, if you're going to do a sequel to any of them, just do a sequel to the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre and go from there. Like, that movie was solid. It was one of the best remakes they've ever done, period. And I enjoyed it a lot. So I was like, why didn't you just do a remake to that? I'm not saying it won't be good necessarily, but I mean, it's been hit or miss for a long time. And besides that, Tobe Hooper did such an amazing job with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. You don't really need a sequel from the original one. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes.
Kevin Williams says open bar, but you can only order a large farva. I'll have a liter of cola. I said a liter of cola.
Does that look like spit to you? Ah, fuck it.
Dakota Buckner, thanks, buddy. He says, even though it's going to be on Netflix, I hope there will be limited time showings in theaters before it gets released on Netflix. Yeah, you like to have the chance to go see it if you fucking want to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Guys, we are at that point in the show. As soon as we answer the super chat, we're going to get the fuck counting. Ben Cauldron, 4. Thank you, buddy. He says, have been watching y'all for years, always making me smile and laugh. Was suicidal at one point, but these videos literally saved me. God bless y'all.
Hey man, that's awesome.
That's a fucking super awesome thing to say, but a round of applause to fucking you, not to us, because, you know, you're the one that went out and found something to make you smile, that made you happy. You took action that made yourself fucking feel better. So you're the fucking badass.
Hey, man.
But thank you for the comment.
Glad you're still here. That's the main thing. And by the way, I'm just going to say, I'm glad you're still here, because listen, Naked HD XYZ here. Girls want everyone, even you. That person's in the chat. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, deserves a round of applause, guys. Go click on that link, because it's definitely not a scam, and you're going to see the best tits ever.
Hey,
who the fuck is that guy? I want his number. He's going to go with me and Mike to that guy's wedding. It's an open bar, dude.
You guys don't have to count, and yet the spammers are going crazy. No, you know, but they're very rude about it, actually. If you want us to go to your porn site, you can not like shame us like that. Like, hey, girls here, they want everyone, even you fucking ugly dolt.
You know somebody, you know like, I mean? Well, it might be true, so I might like consider clicking the link, so you could at least leave it up for a little while.
Hey, Mike Moorhead Jr. ordered his first Wham shirt today. Thank you, sir. We hope you fucking enjoy it. Send us a pic of you in it, and we'll share it on the fucking Twitter tweets. Anybody else that gets one or any Wham merch as well, send us a link on whatever social you prefer, and we will share it as well. Man,
hey, man, have you ever clicked on one of those links?
No. I don't want the Trojan
virus. It was a while ago. I didn't do it like recently, but it was like I was like scrolling over it, and I saw it, and I was like, I went like this. I went. And then it was some fucking, it had like 18, there was like sirens going off like Silent Hill style, and there was like 55 viruses attacking my fucking computer.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I went to my wall and just ripped out the fucking cord. I unplugged my whole computer. I was like, holy shit, World War III just happened on my computer. Yeah. Don't ever do that.
When I'm watching sports and you have to go to those shady sites to watch, you'll click it and the link will come up and it'll be like, you know, like somebody will be walking behind you and you're just wanting to watch the game, but this big giant site comes up and it's like Cunt Empire. You're like, what the fuck? No, I swear to God, I was just cleaning it and it went off.
Sometimes when you go on the high seas to watch movies, and you guys know what we're talking about. Okay, wink, wink. When you go on the high seas, sometimes there'll be pop-ups and you don't see them, and you'll hear like, "Hey, you alone? How about watch new Pornhub Live, where girls do what you want and when you say," and like, oh, daddy, and it's like a fucking, oh shit, and you're like fucking trying to click it off.
You turn it on, it's like,
I thought that I don't, and then somebody walked in, and you're like, what the fuck are you watching? Like, I'm not, wasn't titties, dildo.
It's like, bitch, you can't last 30 seconds without coming.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's like, are you horny?
Game. It's like a cock this big going into
all it's the worst.
On that note, let us begin the fucking count, my friends. Here we fucking go. The first, I'm going to share the screen with you so we know what we're voting on.
Iron Wolf says, it's a trap. Like in Star Wars, yeah. Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. Blah, blah. Return of the Jedi.
Let's start with the 1 seed. This one's interesting to me, actually. It's going to be the Faculty versus Freddy's Dead. Let me go put the vote in here, and you guys can begin voting once I put the vote in here, because I'm going to put the vote in here. You can begin voting. Ding, 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 ding. The Faculty.
JT Custom says hot MILFs in my area. It's always a lie. They're never in your area. It's some fat chick named Sheena. And Sheena was a man. She's not ready for that funky cold Medina.
All right, here we go. It's going in the poll right now. It should, I'm going to wait till it shows up. Let's see. I got to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. You've never seen it miss this house and miss that house and go after you. There it is. There should be a poll in the chat right now that you guys see that says that you can vote on the faculty or Freddy's Dead. People are already voting on it. And here in a minute or so, we will turn off that vote so you won't be able to vote anymore.
I can't see it in the is it in the chat?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
That's cool as fuck. I'm going to leave real quick and go get in the chat. I'll be back.
And you could vote on it. But in the meantime, what do you got, dude? Faculty or Freddy's Dead for you?
That's easy, dude. Faculty. I mean, you know, and the thing about it is Freddy's Dead. It's weird. Is that, huh? Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Freddy's Dead is it's a fun movie for sure. Like, I mean, it's stupid as fuck, and it really was one of the. It was the death knell for Freddy, as far as I'm concerned. But they did do a good job of celebrating the pop culture icon that he'd become. They had the Nintendo Power Glove in it. They had the whole Nintendo thing that, you know, they were like the MTV birth of MTV thing was going on with that. So, I mean, I kind of appreciate it for what it was, but the faculty it was just a different level because the faculty actually was trying to be a good movie. Freddy's Dead was just like, let's have some fucking fun and get drunk and loaded and go to Mexico.
You boys like Mexico. Woo! Woo! I'm with you on this. My pick, though, is the faculty simply because I think Freddy's Dead is a hot turd on a summer street corner that someone's going to step in on their way to the biggest fucking interview of their life. That is how big of a fucking popsicle of shit Freddy's Dead is. Freddy's Dead is literally one of the top reasons that slashers died off for a minute, because it was like, this shit got stupid. Yeah, it got real stupid. I'm not even talking about how much I like the faculty. that scene was good. Check the map. Yeah, well, the map says we're fucked.
Oh man, and it literally says we're fucked. You're fucked.
There was good moments in Freddy's Dead, dude. There was really good moments in it. There was some funny stuff in there. If it had been a fucking MTV music video condensed to 5 minutes, it would have been better than the movie we got. That would have made more sense. Like the Freddy doing the video game stuff, it's fun or whatever, but like you're having fun at the expense of just ruining the fucking character. You know?
Well, I remember liking it when I was a kid, but I think that's exactly what it was. It was watered down and toned down so much at that point. It was more of just like a teenage, like it was a teenager, like 14-year-old movie or something. I don't know. It was like, I know it was rated R, but it even felt like it was PG-13. I don't know. Yeah. I did it, like I said, the Freddy Krueger just been so, but I appreciate for what it was trying to do. And again, if you don't, you can't take that movie seriously. Like, it's not meant to be seriously. But I remember the cover was fucking badass. I love that cover for Freddy's Dead. It's awesome. Where Freddy's hand is reaching over, and it's like the red sky, and you see the bus. That's cool as shit. And then the soundtrack is great. But other than that, the whole movie is just like, I like Nintendo and Game Genie. Fuck yeah, I'm from the 90s. You like that shit?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't even have to talk about why I like the faculty. Freddy's Dead is so fucking bad. And they did his daughter. And it's going to be the movie that's going to kill Freddy, right? At least for a couple years. But like in their minds, this movie's going to kill Freddy. And then they did it with a fucking pipe bomb in a goddamn basement. And it was the corniest shit ever.
Love you, Daddy. He's like, kids.
That's how you get rid of one of the most iconic fucking. I think Freddy may have had the worst death of any of the iconic slashers. Like,
well, that's why
the final whatever.
Well, that's what Wes Craven came back and did New Nightmare, because he knew that how badly they fucked him up in the 6th one. So
yeah, that'd be a fun video to make. That we should make sometime. Worst iconic slasher deaths that they had. You know, that'd be a good one. I think that one might take the cake. But let's take a look here at the Poly poll. What's going on here? Wow. So you guys, I'm going to give it one more minute. Actually, there's no point in doing that because we've received 131 votes and there is no chance for Freddy's Dead to win. No chance. So, you know what this means, Jay? Before we even end the poll, you know what Freddy's Dead's going to do?
Die for real.
Freddy's Dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's going to... Wait, the fuck? Hang on a second. Freddy's Dead is going to
throw the damn towel.
Throw the damn towel. Freddy's Dead is going to throw in the fucking towel. It is over. Let me go to the vote here. Where'd you go? In the poll, the final numbers are. Where the fuck did the poll go? Where'd the fucking poll go? Does anybody see the final numbers of the goddamn poll? This is the first time we've tried this.
No, I ain't seen it. I don't even see it in the chat.
I can't see the fucking poll in the chat, man. Did they show us the final numbers? It was 77% for the faculty. I know that.
Oh, yeah. 77% to 22%.
Oh, you couldn't hear the video. Okay. Well, that was worth a try. We'll try it again next time and see. What would you say? 77? What?
77 to 22.
77% to 22% out of 131 votes. I don't math, but I'll tell you what. 77 to 22%. Freddy's dead is fucking dead. Fucking dead.
I ain't seen a beating that bad since I was divorced. She took me for everything I goddamn had.
I ain't seen a beating that bad since I got home from the strip club for the Spank Bank. Go.
Joseph McKenzie said, I farted. Well, good job, man.
Nice.
That's what I like to hear. I like to hear that gas release, sir. It's better out than in. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. Don't hold that in. Congratulations, your stomach.
Fucking lations, man. The faculty.
I just love people that randomly say weird shit like that. I farted.
Because
it's like that kid in school, like that's in class and everyone's like paying attention, and maybe they're going over something really heavy in history class, like maybe they're talking about World War II or they're talking about the Holocaust or something, and this kid just randomly goes, I farted. I pooped. And you know it's a serious thing, but it breaks the tension because everybody's like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Like there was this kid that when we were in school that he got in trouble because he was sitting on the bus. The bus driver's like, I'll turn this goddamn bus around. And he would just go, I have a boner. He would say it so deadpan. He'd be in the middle of class like, I have a boner. So then everybody started saying it. It was funny as fuck. I got in a fight with that kid, by the way, one time. Outside of school. Ash Lockhart says, ooh, baby. How are our favorite horror friends, Jay and Mike? What do you think of the horror version of Godzilla, and would you watch it? I think a horror version of Godzilla would be cool. I think that's it. They got to do something different and more interesting with Godzilla than 48 minutes of fucking boring human characters and 12 minutes of goddamn Godzilla screen time. I don't know why I'm talking like the janitor at your high school, but that's what I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously the Godzilla movie lends itself to a horror film. I don't know why they haven't tried it yet. It's a creature feature film anyway, but I did like Godzilla. I do like the human buildup because it's not. But again, I also like to just see the big ass monsters fight each other on the fucking screen. That's why I go see Godzilla movies. I mean, that's really why anybody goes to see Godzilla movies, is to see these big ass monsters, larger than life creatures, you know, duke it out in the middle of the city, you know, breaking up all sorts of shit and using it as weapons. But as far as a creature feature with horror elements in it, yeah, I mean, I think I'd watch it. I'd watch anything if they tried to reinvent it.
Yeah, it's kind of Cloverfield. I mean, if you really want that, Cloverfield was be that movie, unless you didn't want found fiction. But I fucking love Cloverfield. I think Cloverfield's dope as shit, man. I like that movie. Kevin Williams, thank you, buddy. He says, y'all got me looking like a psycho laughing out loud at work. Listen, this just shows that more people need some wham up in them so they understand I'm not senile yet. Trust me, man, if you show this to them, they'll actually think you're fucking weirder than you were when you were just laughing at your cubicle. But I appreciate it.
If you show this to them, then you're going to be like looking for an unemployment check. So like, I don't want this man working here. Get the fuck out. God damn. I'll go hire Sherry from the bakery. Should be better.
It wasn't until I actually put in my 2 weeks notice at my job that I started telling people at work. Because a lot of them's manager. Like, so it would have been very awkward if they saw some of the shit that the horrifying, embarrassing things that I say on this channel. But that last 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And they were like, that's totally fucking different from you at work. I'm like, yeah, because I'm at work. I fucking hate this place. Fucking, I want to burn it to the goddamn ground. But yeah, I get it, man. Thank you.
I never told anybody at work when I was working there ever that I was doing this. I worked at a pharmacy, dude. They feel like this motherfucker like counts my drugs, and he's on there saying cocksucker and fucking bitch and fuck yeah, and he's like counting my goddamn Ritalin and my hydrocodone out. I know he's been taking them. He's snorting them before that show, that goddamn YouTube show. My
wife works with a guy who knew the channel. Like, he already had watched the channel. And I was like, oh, shit, that's weird. That's super weird.
Well, that wasn't really nice. A couple came in. They're like, are you Jay from We Watched the Movie? And I'm like, nah, that ain't me. I didn't know what to say. And I was like,
that ain't me.
I was like, yeah. Anyway, my boss is watching. I'm wearing a tie. I got a button-up shirt on. I know I wear that in the video sometimes, but can we just fucking like? And they're like, "Can you do a Dr. Loomis thing?" And I was like, "Oh, fuckhole! Like, I was like, you know what I'll do? I was like, I can't do it right now because there's a line behind you, but I'll do it after. I'll get off when I take a break and I'll go outside and I'll do it. And then I never did. I just stayed because I was embarrassed. Because like I don't want to go outside and be like, hey, God damn it, welcome to CVS. This is where you come and get your drugs. You look like drug pushers. You're trying to get your drugs here so you can take them away from people that need them. You're disgusting gutter trash. I was fucked.
Oh, Brittany Pearl, thank you very, very fucking much, Brittany. Appreciate that. She says, hey guys, sorry I've been around much. I miss dropping by and showing you guys love. We miss you too, God damn it, Brittany. Merry Christmas if I don't get to say it later from me and Rovaneri. Love that fucking guy. I love his name, and we love you, Brittany. Your name changed, didn't it? Didn't it? It looks different. You did something. Did you change your hair? Philip Fabacanachi 309.
Did she get married?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. Fabacanachi 309 says, hey, Mike, if you get the chance to show Jay what I tagged you on Twitter to see his reaction, appreciate you guys. Love your fucking faces. I don't
Was it Madonna's tits on Instagram?
If it was, I would have already showed you.
Those things are so saggy. They're like old leather purses.
Hey, they're probably not, dude. She's got great genes. She's got a great thing going on. They're probably
I know, but if you rolled over and saw that, like she'd look like melted plastic without all her makeup on.
No,
she's 7,500 years old. She's starting to look like the Mummy when he like
Tom Brady
blood.
Have beaten age. Okay.
She got the only Mr. one that's
DJ.
The one that's not I swear to God, they're a vampire. Like they gotta be vampires. Do you believe in life after life? Cher doesn't fucking
she just
age.
paid somebody
to the same age since 1970.
Yeah. I don't believe her either. I don't believe it. Kevin Williams, thanks, buddy. He says, I've shown a lot of friends the Pocky challenge. That was a dark night in my life. So I'm glad that someone was there to experience it for me because I gave my butthole up for you all. In more ways than one. Anthony Stamp says, hey, Jay, have you played the Avengers game? A friend of mine bought it and I watched him play it and it was very underwhelming for me.
Yeah, I started playing it and then I realized the paint on my wall was drying and that was more entertaining. So I stopped playing it and watched the paint dry. Yeah, it was not fun. And you know what sucks is I paid full price for that bitch. Because I one of my favorite games was I was a fool. I felt like the guy that gets confronted by Darth Vader or something, like, you fool. Only a fool would follow the Jedi or something.
I felt like fucking what's his name? Shang Tsung from you fool.
Yeah, I know.
Your soul is mine.
I felt like fucking Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. It's like, I got robbed by a little old lady in a motorized cart. And I didn't see it coming. Yeah, I felt like that because I paid full price because I used to love like the game called Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I played the shit out of that. I thought it was going to be similar to that, and holy hell, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Jesus, Joseph and fucked up Mary. It's not real. Like they took me hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ever do that. So, but
if it had been like Ultimate Alliance, but it would awesome. But Ultimate Alliance was great. But oh well.
On to the next vote, you fucking hoe. On to the next vote, we fucking go. Yeah.
Sounds like I just rolled up to a West Virginia barbecue when you're singing that.
You did, motherfucker. That's where I was born.
I took the wrong turn at this goddamn country roads.
I know.
Country road,
take me home
to West Virginia. John Denver's full of shit, man.
Man, mama. The Craft versus Strangeland. What say you, friends? I'm going to put the vote in the chat, starting meow. Now, Silent Bob. Now, here we go. Which one you want? Which one you want to do? Or
Courtney says, I know what you did last summer for the win. Yeah, Courtney, my knees are still bruised. Can we not talk about it? Jesus. This is gonna be interesting because I wonder how many people have actually seen Strangeland.
Dude, and yeah, this is the thing. I would recommend not voting if you haven't seen Strangeland, but I won't tell you not to. I don't want to
go ahead and do what you want to do. Vote. It's your right. Vote.
You're fucking here. You paid money for the. Well, no, you just showed up for free, but it's your God-given right to vote or not vote.
That's all right.
But let me tell you all this. If you haven't seen Strangeland, now I know it's only rated a 5.1 on IMDb, which is a goddamn embarrassment. Strangeland, okay, Strange fucking Land is, if you don't know, it's D. Snyder. he's a fucking big, gigantic, scary, tattooed motherfucker with a scary ass mohawk, and he lures. It's at the birth of the internet. He lures kids to his home. Okay, and then he hangs them in these like fucking bird cages and shit, and does all these crazy piercings and like fucking hangs them by their skin and sews their mouth shut. And pretending to be Captain Howdy on the goddamn internet. And then a concerned dad who's a detective has to find him. Strangeland's fucking amazing.
You know what?
To me, it dwarfs The Craft.
It's a weird movie. It's one of those. It's a disturbing kind of movie too. Because I didn't think I was gonna like it because it didn't even. I don't remember. We rented it, or maybe Cody or I don't know who rented it first. I just happened to watch it because I remember it wasn't promoted. We were kids when we watched it, like 15 or 14 or something like that. But I remember the cover looked kind of like off-putting. It didn't even look like something that was interesting. It didn't grab you when you were walking, for your movie selection on Friday night. It didn't grab you. But then you read the back of it. You saw Dee Snider was in. You're like, I know that guy. He's the guy dressed like a woman, and he fucking sings like a man from the Twisted Sister. He twists nipple.
I want to rock.
And you did, and so you watched it, and you're like, God damn, this guy, it creeps you out. Like it's a weird, kind of disturbed, kind of, I don't know. And there's something about Dee Snider's really good in it, surprisingly good in it. And he looks scary. He looks like he smells like a half-smoked pack of menthols, some spearmint gum, and butt crack all at once.
He does, dude.
Like just all three of those. Like if you walked up to somebody, you'd smell it all at once. Those three smells.
And to me, he's one of the scariest like human movie villains that have been out there, dude, because he preys on these kids and the fucked up shit that he does to them in his lair. And he's a gigantic, like intimidating, formidable opponent. And like the way he talks, like he's like all fucking weird and like deep voice. He's like, I'm going to bow you from hell, like weird shit like that. Like he's all into like the pain, like body modification, like fucking you have to go through all these layers of pain and shit. And like just when you think that like the dad saves his kid and everything's okay and the motherfucker's in jail, they let him out because he's like, then he becomes like this whole like bookworm, like little, I'm sorry for what I did. And then Robert Englund of all people. I'm
just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Sparing. I thought you were going to go into that with
no, I was going to wait.
Okay.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do
it. But he yeah, like he gets out.
So what is he, a Cinnabite? He's close. Like Pinhead might be like, you would make a fine selection to us Cinnabites.
He definitely has a Hellraiser poster in his bedroom.
It does.
I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, and you know what? The Craft is all right. I don't remember like hating The Craft, but I don't remember liking it or loving it. I was like, yeah, it's good. And I'll be honest. Okay, let's just be honest right now. Okay, let's have a Dr. Phil moment and everything come out in the open. The reason why I watched that movie the first time was because Neve Campbell was in it, and there was like I thought she was very attractive, and there were all the girls, and they were doing like witchcraft and black magic and stuff. I was like, they gonna get down together, and there's gonna be some sweet, sweet lesbian action, and I want to watch it, and I can get away with renting it because it's not like one of those soft porns. So there's gonna be like some kissing, and nothing like that happened, but I still was sort of entertained by it, but I was not one of those movies that I was like, you know what it is? It's hocus pocus for grown-ups.
What? Yeah, it is. I do enjoy The Craft. Like it's a nice 90s palette cleanser. Like you turn on, it's got the 90s music to it. It's got some fun little stuff. I've always hated Farouk Assault. Like, is that her name? Farouk.
Dude, when you say Farouk Assault, you're like, I want it, Daddy. I want it. It's a golden goose that lays the golden egg.
Okay, I get them confused. That's the girl from Willy Wonka.
Veruca Salt, is the girl from Willy Wonka.
Well, who the fuck? Veruca Bolt?
I don't know.
Fucking Farouk. Like the girl with the big mouth. I've always hated her. Can't stand her. She reminds me of someone that I've hated my entire life.
I think the most annoying she's ever been is in American History X, dude. If you hated her before, god damn, you'd hate her in that one.
Can't win with it. Can't do it. But no, I like The Craft. It's a fun little watch. To me, it has no business beating goddamn Strangeland. But let's see what say you, motherfucker.
Well, you know what the thing is? I think someone in the chat, and I can't remember who said it, but I know you said it. They said, and it's not just for chicks. Like I said, it was a movie for chicks, but like it is a very chickified movie. I guess like a lot of girlfriends would rent that movie in the 90s and like fucking like have a good time with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just the way it worked.
No one gives a fuck about our fucking opinion.
Jay, you want Wild Things for that? I know, bro. And that's what I thought I was going to get part 2 in this movie with some like weird black magic stuff too.
Hey, man.
It didn't happen.
Checking in on the votes.
Yeah.
The votes are in, and no one gives a fuck about our opinion. Okay. The Craft
sounds like my wife.
The Craft has won.
It actually sounds like my current girlfriend too. I don't give a fuck what you say.
More than The Faculty beat Freddy's Dead. The Craft beat Strangeland 83% to 17%. They said, "Fuck you, Mike and Jay."
Somebody,
surprise, motherfucker.
Somebody conducted black magic. I see, because I don't believe those scores. But then again, we did, and I can't blame you. Strangeland is not known to most people, so it's not one of those things that. So yeah.
But y'all,
and the Craft is easily known.
If we can do anything tonight, and we can give you a movie recommendation for a movie you haven't seen, go out and rent Strangeland tonight with Dee Snider in it. And I think you'll thank us in the morning. It's not a perfect film. It's low budget, but it's fucking entertaining as shit. And it's scary to me.
It's fun.
It's fucking scary to me. So Strangeland is sadly in the darkness. But coming up next, we're going to have I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Dude, I thought I was stroking out when I read that, dude. I thought it said Equilitas.
No,
I've never seen that movie.
It was too fucking long to put in the goddamn thing.
Equilitas versus Urban Legend.
We're going to have I Know What You Did Last Summer and oh fuck, where's the goddamn button? This thing is being weird. We're going to have I Know What You Did Last Summer versus Urban Legend, which should be a pretty good one, I think. Vinny C, thanks, buddy. Vinny says, sorry, Vinny. I've been MIA. Started teaching again and had a rough week last week. Adopted a new cat tomorrow.
Hey,
glad to be back here with the fam. Hey man,
you got
kids are fucking assholes.
You adopting them new pussies. That's what it's all about, Vinny. And I'm glad. And I'm sorry you had a bad day, but fuck them little kids.
Yeah.
They don't want to learn. Fuck them little kids.
I like my kids, but some of those kids are little fucking bastards.
So you know what you guys play on the inside of your head, Vinny, when you're done with school and those little assholes go home, you're like, man, I don't like them kids at all. I'm gonna go home and stroke my pussy. Fuck them. Fuck y'all.
That's what you say when you walk
Ving
out.
Rhames it.
I'm going home
fuck
to
y'all.
stroke my pussy.
By the way, I always say that, dude. I still think it's one of the best lines of all time. Dawn of the Dead remake, Zack Snyder. That Ving Rhames, fuck y'all. That's how I feel nowadays with everything going on anyway. I was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off my computer and go home.
Fuck y'all.
I don't need to know what's happening in the world.
Guys, move the cat first, Jay.
But yeah, y'all do us a favor, though. Even though that our choice did not win, if you haven't seen Strangeland, watch that shit. In the meantime, let's go into the next motherfucker vote. It's going to be, yeah. We don't burn angels on the fire.
Because once you die, you can never get it up again. You guys ever see Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon? You are awesome, the last dragon. You possess the power of the one. Man, talk about underrated. God damn. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm typing in the
dude, it sounded like I was on like a hold, like I was like calling a customer service wait center, and I could hear them typing to try to fix my problems, but I was still talking. Like I guess you're just typing. It's like, okay, I've told them enough. They're working on it.
All right, who you fucks with, guys? The vote is live in the chat. Meow. It is going to be betwixt I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Know What You Did Last Summer, or Urban Legends. You guys vote now. What do you got here, Jay? I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend.
Dude, that's like trying to choose between your nipples getting twisted till they're red and they're bruised, or having your dong pulled on too hard. I mean, I would choose my nipples.
Can I have both, please?
No, I don't want that. I don't. Well, yeah. No, I don't want it. I got to go with I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't really, and to be fair, and I'm in the same position that some people were probably when they were voting on The Craft and Strangeland. I haven't seen Urban Legends in a minute, so I don't remember much about Urban Legends. I remember not really giving a shit about Urban Legends when it came out, and I did watch it, but I didn't really fucking care. I cared a little bit more about I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I Know What You Did Last Summer is the great value brand of Scream. To me, and I know the dude that wrote the fucking movie of Scream wrote it first, but nonetheless, if you go to the store, you either get Kellogg Pop-Tarts or you're poor, and you sometimes you gotta get those fruity fucking diamonds, those goddamn knockoff Pop-Tarts, those great value brands.
Yeah,
and then that's what you get. I Know What You Did Last Summer is the fucking Winn-Dixie to the Walmart of Scream. I don't know. So I got to go with I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's just not. That's it.
I think that honestly, this is too close to our faces. I think that honestly, dude, like I Know What You Did Last Summer's. I kind of prefer the sequel, like even over it.
Urban Legends.
The sequel
2?
didn't even. Yeah, it didn't even make the fucking list. But I Know What You Did Last Summer is nostalgic, but it's not fucking good. Like it's nostalgic. You remember it. The soundtrack was fucking badass. Okay, the soundtrack was awesome. You had Typo Negative. You had all that shit. Hush, hush, come on, man, in a minute. Hush. That shit was awesome. You know, Ryan Felipe, fucking Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, but he's the biggest simp bitch
I know.
I've ever seen in my life.
Freddie Prinze, the worst. One of the funniest jokes in Scary Movie is when they're parodying that, and he's just like beating the shit out of his girlfriend, and the guy's like, "Hey man, stop!
No, it hurt. She's hurting. Stop it. Stop."
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. was maybe the biggest movie.
He was the biggest. He was bigger. He was bigger than throw that fucking wannabe Justin Timberlake over the goddamn bridge. Cry me a river. Kill it.
It made me hate Ryan Felipe too, because he was such an asshole in that movie. Like, and the acting's bad, and like the movie's fucking dumb as shit. Like it's all like some of the stuff, and I Know What You Did Last Summer is fucking awful. Okay, it's all nostalgia for me. I like to go back and watch it, and I like to remember that time in my life. And it's a way bigger movie, but I gotta say, I'm actually gonna go Urban Legend for me, because to me, Urban Legends is just a better movie. Like, you got fucking Pacey from goddamn Dawson's Creek in there with his Eminem hair.
What you know about the creek? What you know about? You wouldn't last a day on the creek.
You wouldn't last a day on the creek.
You wouldn't last a day on.
You had Robert Englund as the fucking professor, dude. I don't know, that goth girl's just fucking in the dorm, but like, turn off the fucking light.
I'll have to go back and watch it. It's been a long time. I just remember
out of the funnier, and it's just more entertaining.
It just felt like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Urban Legend all came out in like almost the exact same time. And Urban Legends was like you had like Pearl Jam and Nirvana going head to head, and I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream. And then goddamn Urban Legend comes out like ABBA. And they're like, "Hey, I can be involved in this one."
It did. It did.
They're like, "No,
really
get out of here, asshole."
It's
not open mic night.
You could say that about 90% of the movies we're going to talk about tonight too, but Urban Legend is actually one that got better over time. I think Urban Legends suffered from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So it's ironic that they're next to each other, because I could be talking out of my back asshole here. Maybe Urban Legends came out first, I don't know. But if it didn't, I feel like everybody just put Urban Legend in the same brand of stuff. Problem with Urban Legends is they didn't make any of the they didn't show any of the kills. It was all the final cuts, like, were really corny. Like, you never saw very many people die. They did a couple things, but for the most part, they didn't go hard enough with the kills. But it just, to me, it's more entertaining than I Know What You Did Last Summer any day of the week.
Urban Legend, it was a serial killer, right? Like, it just pretending to do all these things based on urban legends or something.
Yeah.
The general, you know what I think they should have done, and I think it would have set itself apart, and I thought it would have been really good, is if it had been actually urban legends coming to life, or something. I mean, like, I don't know, like fucking Fear Street, like a Bloody Mary or something. They're throwing Candyman in there, something like a one of those Tales from the Crypt kind of, or creep shows, urban legends. You could tell a story, a 25 or 45-minute story inside of 3, and you could tell urban legends. That's how I thought I thought it was gonna be like a supernatural thing.
Yeah, and they kind of do that. There's a movie we'll talk about later called Campfire Tales. Well, that's kind of what they did. They did an anthology. It's like Urban Legends, but it's an anthology. But all right, guys, I'm going to give it till 8:50. One more minute to get your votes in, because this one's actually a little bit tighter. So I want to give everybody a chance to vote right now. Currently, I Know What You Did Last Summer is at 57%, beating Urban Legend 57 to 43%. I'm going to give you guys like 1 minute, and we're going to see if that score changes. If I don't see it move here in the next minute or so, we will go ahead and call it. Because I feel like, you know what I'm starting to feel like now that we got this poll? I feel like we're doing one of those political polls. It was like, what do you see here in Middle Ohio? In Middle Ohio, this is a big region for Biden. Okay, this is a big region for Biden. He's got to get those numbers up. Okay, but if he wins that, then at the polls. But don't worry, because they've got the mail-in voting. That shit was fucking annoying, by the way. Don't want to talk about that at all. But that's what I feel like watching.
Well, it depends on what station you're watching.
They're all fucking
Biden
annoying.
Is winning. I can't believe America is gonna. Fox, Biden is winning. It's really bad news for all of us. It just depends on the station you're watching. Yeah, that shit's fucking annoying. I hate the goddamn situation room with Wolf fucking suck my dick blitzer. But because that's the only thing that's on. It's every goddamn restaurant you go to. It's the Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson, fucking like both sides. They're all fucking.
I know, but if the situation room with Wolf Blitzer makes my fucking ball sack vomit out old cum.
They all do, dude. I hate them all. But anyways, it actually went up a score, so that's fucking over with. I Know What You Did Last Summer beats Urban Legends 58 to 42%. Goddamn. So you and IJ are 0 for. We are 1 and 2.
Well, hey, guess what? We're on the same time. It's one. You know, this one's for the history book. Mike and I are finally on the same team, and we're losing. This lines up perfectly. Like, this is on brand.
So far. All right, we'll jump right into the next vote. Keep you fucking guessing what's happening here. Gary Catlow says, before we do that, Gary Catlow says, have you heard the new Chainsaw script leaked? I'm sorry, Mike, it sounds really bad. Hey, I'm 50. Like, if the movie sucks, the movie sucks. There's no sweat off my sack. I think everybody expected it to suck, but for me, if they made it really good, it could be like a highlight of the year, which is why it made my top 10 most anticipated. But Texas Chainsaw, though, is like one of those movies where if I read the script and the script sucked, it really wouldn't bother me, because it's like Texas Chainsaw is not about script. It's about if it's scary. I bet if you read the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre script, you'd be like, this shit is a fucking turd on a toilet. I think that's
the original. I don't know. Well, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was so different and unique and weird.
Yeah,
I think if you read that, though, you'd be like, this is. I don't know if this is ever going to get filmed. Like, it's right. Like you are redneck asshole if you think this is going to get filmed. I don't know, man. I feel like there is a huge margin for error when you do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's the problem. And again, I just don't understand it, dude. I just don't get it. Like, the 2009 Friday the 13th remake was awesome. Just do a sequel to that if it ever gets out of the fucking courts. 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre was awesome too. Just do a sequel to that one. I mean, you already have great projects, and you fucking keep taking a dump on them. I don't get it. Fede Alvarez is good and all, but Jesus Christ, man, you already had a fucking gold nugget sticking out of the dirt, and you're like, it's probably copper. It's probably copper. It's not even. He didn't even
direct this. He's just producing it. He's trying to go that Sam Raimi route. But Chef Bo says, why isn't Demon Knight fighting in this? It came out in '95. Demon Knight's fucking great, dude, but it's just awesome not. It's not a teen horror movie. You know what I mean? It's an adult. There's no teens in it.
Mr. Hold down, goddamn motherfuckers! All I wanted was a goddamn key. This property now is condemned.
By the way, love me some
Billy Zane had a ball with that role, man, and you could tell Billy Zane loved playing that role, and he was awesome as the bad guy.
Paul Brickman says, jumping ahead. Thank you, by the way, Paul. Jumping ahead here, but Buffy for the win. Major cast minus the lead. Ooh, someone doesn't like Kirsty Swanson. Even a cameo with Affleck in the scene at the basketball game. It was him, right? I believe it was. P.S. Jay, I love you.
Hey, I love you too. And when you say it like that, I say, go team, go. Yeah, Buffy, man, the original Buffy movie was some good shit. And by the way, also one of the villains in that movie was Pee Wee Herman. A lot of people don't remember that.
Well, he's also a villain to.
He's not a villain. He got caught with his wiener out at a porn show. It happens to the best of us.
Like, he's the first fucking one to do it.
It really is. Like, I mean, hey, you're at a goddamn movie screening, a smut movie, and you got your wiener out. You just happen to be Pee Wee Herman.
Ryan Tuvell, by the way, Ryan, I got like fucking huge boxes in my garage from you, man. By the way, we're doing for the next unboxing video for Christmas. We are unboxing every fucking thing, everything we got. I don't know if the video is gonna be 3-4 fucking hours long, but we're gonna get together, and the only thing we're gonna film that night is all of the boxes that we have, and we're gonna do them fucking all. So Ryan has spent some fucking shipping money, dude. These boxes are huge. I can't wait to see what's in them, some bitches. But he said, oh fuck, I lost it. I lost what Ryan said. Sorry, Ryan. The chat moved on without me.
Laura Monalco says David Arquette was super cool as a vampire. Yeah, David Arquette was cool. He was like, "Oh, come on, Pike, please let me in. I'm hungry." Come on, Pike. Was his name Pike? Was that the guy?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Pike.
All right. Across the way, we got Buffy versus. Hey, that's perfect timing. Buffy versus Disturbing Behavior. Now, Disturbing Behavior is actually the reason that this was our Friday night fight this week, because we did a
How the fuck that's gonna be a 6 seed though?
Hey, dude, it's based on IMDb rankings. I didn't do it.
That's a bullshit lie. I say rigged, motherfucker.
So we're filming once a month on our Patreon. For the $5 tier members and above, we do a commentary that the Patreons vote on. This month they voted on The Faculty, and we're watching it. And sometimes Katie and April will also join us in the commentaries on the Patreon. We're all hanging out, we're watching the movie, and Jay's like, don't you guys think Disturbing Behavior is better? And I was
okay,
like,
first
no,
of all, I didn't say it like I was
not.
telling a secret outside of school.
Whatever you say. Like, hey, what say you? But Jay was like, don't you? He's like, I think Disturbing Behavior is way better than The Faculty. And both me and April were like, you're fucking crazy, man. The Faculty is way better than Disturbing Behavior. And then Katie agreed with him. And then it was this whole big argument. And then Jay brought
the idea.
Because
Katie's like, that would be smart. So you can shut your goddamn mouth.
Hey, asshole, your wife is smart.
Yeah, she's smart. Man. Come at me, bro.
Fuck you.
Your wife is so fucking smart. Come at me, bro.
You don't say that about her.
You don't say that. No, you don't say that. But it was, that's how this argument, but it's just an I mean, look, you know what? We'll let them vote. We don't want to taint their vote with our taints.
So that's why we're doing this tonight, because we were like, hey, that's a good idea. So Buffy versus Disturbing Behavior. I will go over to the fucking hole right here. Tell me your biscuit dreams.
Oh shit, dude! I called the wrong 900 number. If I hear that on the other end,
disturbing.
I called the fucking Bojangles hotline. Are you hearing my biscuit dreams and my biscuits?
Hey, motherfucker, get me a Hardee's commercial. I'll be like, I'll sing the fucking "Tell me your biscuit dreams."
No, you'll have to. At 5 if you're gonna be a Hardee's commercial, you gotta do that Paris Hilton thing where you eat a sandwich, you eat a sandwich, and then the sauce drops on your crack instead of your titty.
Oh,
and
that's
then
hot.
Some fucking dude like comes up and like kicks off your crack.
Hey, dude, what if they did one of those Hardee's commercials where it's just
that's fucking nasty.
No, listen. Like, what if they did one of those Hardee's commercials where this dude was just bent over and his butt cheeks were spread and they were just dripping fucking hot gravy in the middle of his butt and the gravy just like dripped down his butt. And then someone came in with a biscuit and like dipped it right in the crack and they're like, this tastes like it was made fresh.
Breakfast this morning, Hardee's got you covered. Warm gravy, warm people.
Straight from the crack of genius.
Yeah. So let them decide. I don't want to, tell,
It's already in there. The vote's already in there.
So the reason I do like the 92 Buffy movie. It's pretty fun. I like it as a fun movie. It's a campy kind of fun vampire movie. I think someone said it right. It's not a horror movie at all. It's just a fun movie. Like it's like a superhero with a couple of elements of horror sprinkled in there. And Christy Swanson's great. So I know that somebody was like, other than the lead, I thought Christy Swanson was fucking awesome in it. But the thing about Disturbing Behavior to me is like, I think that Disturbing Behavior is scary because in a lot of ways it's reflective in the fact that not that it could happen where they could implement like devices and shit and make your kids do whatever, but it's like, it's based on brainwashing and like making a town believe in this notion of the good old red, white, and blue. And yes, sir, we're going to go and rah for the fucking team. And you're not a part of the in crowd, then you're a part of the dead crowd. Like, I feel like what it did was it captured the real idea of high school is like the cliques and that how, in a way, it does showcase the disparity of like what it's like as a new kid going into a setting and not knowing how to really fit in. And then finding out like these guys that look like they have it all together and like everything is normal are fucking psychopaths. Like these, like the Letterman jackets and the ones that seem like they're good looking and they make all the good grades and they're going to get into the good colleges. They're actually the most evil fucking sadistic people ever. And they all want you to be the same. I think what the idea is that it's scary to be conformed to an idea that this is acceptable. So it's really I think the movie itself is a rebellion against conformity. I mean, goddamn, let's have it sponsored by Good Charlotte.
I was going to say, whatever you say, Paul. I believe it's a rebellion against conformity and the 1990s ways of living.
Why don't you suck my fucking dick? How about that?
I don't believe they came in this. It was a little too black sounding for me.
You know what? I'll bet it was. I'll bet I'll put a black turd in your mouth.
Oh shit! That, by the way, that's not me saying that. That's
no,
a
I
quote
know,
from American Psycho.
Saying, yeah.
But no, like I'm actually going to agree with you on this. I'm going to go Disturbing Behavior over Buffy because as much I love Buffy as a kid, like I love that fucking movie, like I really did. And it's not a bad movie; it's a great movie. It's great and fun. But just I guess that says something about me and my negative attitude towards the world. Personally, I'd rather watch Disturbing Behavior, even though I think it's got a fucking butthole load of problems with it as a movie. But I'm actually going to go Disturbing Behavior too. Like I think I'd rather, if you put those two movies in front of me right now, I'd be like, let's pop in Disturbing Behavior and see what's all about. Also like it does have something to say about classism, especially
and I think it's like and James Marsden is great as a lead in that. Like it's one of his. He's also, and Katie Holmes was really good in it too. that one guy that was fucking John Connor in the Terminator 3. What the fuck's his name? You know what I'm talking about? Like the one that he was like part of like he was part of the outside crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that kid, I think everybody did a really good job in their roles. But I think the main reason why it's scary is that they're forcing you into this. It's not even like you have a choice. Like, right? Like they're gonna do it to you. Like they're gonna literally stick a goddamn vibrating metal dildo in your brain, scramble it up, and make you think how they want you to think. And like your brain's gonna pop when you get horny.
Yeah, it does have something to say about all that shit. Hey,
give it up. What's that guy's name? Give it up for good old Chunk or whatever his name was. Give it up for good old. You remember that fat kid from the football team?
Yeah.
Give it up for good old whatever his name. Yeah, that shit was scary, man. And then he freaks out in the grocery store.
One more minute before we do the vote, because it's actually the closest vote we've had. Buffy right now is ahead 52% to 48%.
That's a close one.
Behavior.
That's very close.
So I'm gonna give it one more minute. One more minute.
Dude, Clinton, you're right. Clinton, dude, 100%. Bully was a fucked up movie. That movie makes me feel disgusted, but it's so entertaining to watch, or at least it's so interesting to watch. You have to finish it, but it's so goddamn fucked up. Nick Stahl. That's the guy's name.
That makes sense.
The guy in Bully, and you know what? And the guy's not even a bad actor, but after watching Bully, I got disgusted when I see him. Like he just smells like old farts. Like, and you know, like he just, because that movie is so fucked up. Bully.
He does have that face. Eduardo Santiago, thanks, buddy. He says, what do you call a dead polar bear? Anything you want. It can't hear you anymore. I read that and I was like, where the fuck do I know that from? And I was like, Ghostbusters, you slut.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Pedantic bastard.
Why can't zoo animals do good on tests? Because there's too many cheetahs. I'll give it right back to you, son.
Disturbing behavior with the fucking last minute comeback, dude. Disturbing behavior wins. 51,
I'm gonna give that what?
51 to 49% disturbing behavior in the last minute of the fucking poll, dude. Came back to fucking win.
I'm doing this. I'm giving you the Shia LaBeouf clap.
I did not see that coming. Tell me you did not see that coming.
Shia surprise, bitch.
Oh, fucking cheetah. William McSwain said, thank you all for doing what you do. Keep crushing it. Thank you,
thanks,
William. Appreciate that, man. Love you,
William,
buddy.
Remember, we will fight for you in Scotland.
That shit was exciting.
I gotta go pee though, but that was a great fucking
all right,
time.
Hey, you go. Let me start the vote before you go pee, and then I'll give my opinion. Then when you're back, I'll go and you give yours. Real quick. That way we keep the fucking thing on the train of the tracks. This next one's fucking good one, dude. It's gonna be Scream 2.
Ooh-wee.
Scream 2 versus, not a good one for me. It's pretty fucking easy, but it's gonna be Scream 2 versus Bride of Chucky. Jay, you go.
Yay, let's go.
Hey, you go ahead and pee. I'll give my opinion when you get back. You can give yours. But the next vote's gonna be Scream 2 versus Bride of Chucky. Let me enter it into the chitty chat here. Where the fuck did that fucking screen go, man? Damn. I want someone else to do this for me. Which one do you want, Fuckerino? It's going to be Scream 2 or Bride of Chucky. The answer has been given to you all. Now, I think, what do I personally think? Personally, I think that this is a non-starter. This is a non-starter. I will be fucking pissed. I won't actually be mad. I don't actually care at all. But I will be surprised and disappointed if Scream 2 does not blow fucking Bride of Chucky out of the goddamn water. Now, Bride of Chucky is a teen movie because it's got teens in it. They're running away from the cops and all that shit's going on like that. But it's Scream 2. Now, there are those people out there who say that Scream 2 is better than Scream 1. And you can all just go and fucking put a firecracker in your own assholes because that is incorrect. Scream 2 is fine. It is dandy, but it is no fucking Scream. It's no Sharon Stone. Okay? It's no fucking Sharon Stone. Scream 2 is enjoyable. I love the scene where Jerry O'Connell jumps on the table and sings I Think I Love You. Fucking Timothy Olyphant's in that movie. And he's got cool hair. But Bride of Chucky just, to me, it's like 20 minutes of cool shit. And then it just goes off the fucking rails. Then it becomes a shitty ass fucking movie. Now, I know people don't like that because people love Bride of Chucky. But I think once they get down the road in like 30 minutes or so into the movie, I think it's total fucking butt trash. You know, it's got a great soundtrack and it's pretty fun. And Jennifer Tilly is doing the whole the goth thing. Don't look at me, Katie. That's a plus in the plus section of the plus movie sections. But you know, still Scream 2 is just a way better fucking film. It's just a way better film. And it's easily Scream 2. Why are people saying Chucky in the chat? Would you shut the fuck up? Todd? Okay, Todd's on my fucking list. Luke's okay. No, Luke, you're a fucking cool dude. I like you, Luke. Blu-ray, I don't. So what if no, dude? Okay, now you got me fucked up. If you want to say that Bride of Chucky has a better soundtrack than Scream 2, you're out of your goddamn fucking minds. Okay, the fucking Eels. This could be your lucky day in hell. Whenever a song starts with "Mama gripped onto the milkman's hand, and she finally gave birth." Ooh, whoa, this could be your lucky day in hell, in hell. And it had fucking Master P on there. Scream, ah! Scream, ah! That was a fucking awesome song. Scream 2, that soundtrack is way fucking better. Yeah, it had Rob Zombie on the Bride of Chucky thing. Okay. Neat. Rob Zombie's on like every other goddamn fucking movie soundtrack you see. You're fucking crazy. You're out of your fucking minds. Scream 2 had an awesome soundtrack. It had that "Suburban Life Ain't What It Seems." Suburban Life, the American. It had Cottonmouth Kings on it. Scream 2 had so many fucking great songs, man. And obviously, Red Right Hand was on that one. You're fucking crazy.
My hand's all sticky.
Oh, why your hand stick, Jay?
It's not a red right hand, it's a sticky right hand. That's what. Oh, I thought we were talking about something else.
Hey, what do you got? Scream 2 or Bride of Chucky? I'll be right back.
This was a tough decision, and I had to contact my bishop and talk with him briefly before I made my decision because there's so many factors to weigh in. Jennifer Tilly's tits, or a great performance by Jerry O'Connell, Brad Dourif, or Sarah Michelle Gellar. So Scream 2 won, and that's it. I don't need to explain why. That's just the way of it. No, I really look. It's weird for me. Scream is one of those movies. I think that Scream 1 is amazing. It's really good. It is the Nirvana of the 90s horror movies. Like, it reinvented the genre in a lot of ways, and it actually revived the genre where it was dying up to that point where Scream came out. Scream 1, it did something that a lot of people thought were impossible and revitalized the horror genre. And then Scream 2 comes out, and I was like, I was interested, but I never was a huge fan. I'm not like I didn't like it. I just didn't like, it's whatever. But I think it's better than Bride of Chucky. The thing about Bride of Chucky is I know that Bride of Chucky was meant to be on purpose. It was kind of like the Freddy's Dead version of Chucky. They were just kind of cashing in on the fact that Chucky was just now more of a pop culture guy, and they were just having fun with it. They were bringing more of the jokes and the comedy part. But I just never really got it, man. I just don't like fucking Chucky. All right. Fuck the good guy shit. I don't know. I like the first movie, Chucky 1, and I even like Chucky 3. No, they're about the same, Chucky 2, Chucky 3, but either way, it's not my cup of tea. But yeah, so Scream 2, the only thing I would have, and Timothy Olyphant was great in it. The only thing I would have changed about it is that goddamn Jackie from Roseanne wouldn't have been one of the killers, because there's no way you're going to tell me at all with a straight face, and you ain't lying and you're not drunk, that she was able to pick up these people, move them around, throw them like goddamn rag dolls around, like Mike Tyson slapping his girl around or something. These big grown men, these frat boys. I know that Timothy Olyphant could have done it, but not Jackie from Roseanne. I think they should have got Jerry O'Connell to be one of the killers. I know it would have been too on the nose, but I'm just saying, I think it would have been a cooler idea to have Jerry O'Connell as either, the partner of Timothy Olyphant or the killer. I don't know. But yeah, Hawko says she had that psycho strength. I don't know, but she weighed about $105. I mean, the psycho strength's only going to get you up so much, but either way, like, I'm just saying, like, if Jackie from Roseanne ran at me with psycho strength, she's still going to be, a goddamn Karen getting really pissed off and robbing a Payless shoe store or something. She's not going to be that intimidating, but either way, If you likes that. Ash Lockhart, thank you so much. She says, okay, let's be clear. The Scream films are nothing but a guessing game of who the killer is. It's just a normal human. It's not an hour film. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You know, and I guess maybe that for me is I feel like the original Scream was so well done and so impressive and such a pinnacle of at least the 90s horror for me, a pinnacle of 90s horror, that it didn't really need sequels. And I understand why they did it. I understand exactly why they did it, because it was a huge moneymaker and they could profit off of it, and they could come up with some more stories. But I think once you do the meta thing, you kind of fall in the trap that unfortunately someone like M. Night Shyamalan falls in. You always have to do a twist thing. So I don't know. I just feel like Scream 1 should have stayed Scream 1. You're not going to get better no matter what you do. You're never going to get better than Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard as the killers. It's never going to happen. I don't care how many fucking times you put it in the goddamn press and you try to make lemonade out of it. It's just never going to work. Those are the greatest killers in the Scream franchise, hands down. And it was a part of the greatest movie of all the Scream franchises, Lillard and Ulrich. But so you just keep on copy paste to try to reinvent that magic, and you don't get it. But Scream 2, as far as I'm going on a rant about Scream, Scream 2 is better than Bride of Chucky. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I was gonna say you still pick Bride of Chucky, right?
No, I picked Scream 2. I would never pick, like, dude, if my nuts were on fire, I wouldn't pick Bride of Chucky. I wouldn't.
William McSwain said, thank you all for doing what you do. Keep crushing. Thank you, William. Appreciate that, man. Nice fucking guy over there in that William McSwain. Kevin Williams says, only if you had people to count for you, LOL. Hey, they can just enjoy the stream now. I'm trying to help Steven. Stop hurting me. All right, so
the Jägerbomb said, wash your hands, damn it. Did you wash them?
The Jägerbomb says they heard you peeing.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't. No, he said, Jay, I heard you peeing. I didn't hear you, though. I didn't hear you peeing.
I was peeing really
loud. I didn't
loud.
Actually even pee. So.
So, you know what? But it was a strong stream, so I don't need to worry my doctor.
Ash Lockhart said, okay, let's be clear. The Scream films are nothing but a guessing game of who the killer is. It's just a normal human. It's not a horror film.
No, I read that. I read that. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's still a horror film. Yeah. The original Friday the 13th was the same thing. It was a mystery of who the killer is more so than it was a horror film. But all right, let's see who won here.
I said, hey, your nuts on fire. I know. Thank you for noticing. They are nice. I shaved them today.
As suspected, Scream 2 obliterated Bride of Chucky 71% to 29%, and we can put that baby to bed. 78 people agree with us. Okay, it ended up at 70 to 30, but okay, someone tried to fuck us at the last minute. Fuckariah, fuckaroo.
Latrell says, let's go to the next one. Skip it. Let's go to the next one. He's like ready. He's ready.
Scream 2 wins. Duplicate layer. Oh, yeah. Scream 2 wins. That one. So let's go across the way to Idle Hands and Teaching Mrs. Tingle. I feel like this is going to be a blowout, so we'll be short on this one. We'll see what happens. But Idle Hands versus Teaching Mrs. Tingle. I'm going to put it in the chitty fucking roo right now. Let's see. Who you got, Jim? Fear. Oh no, that's not. What am I doing? Idle Hands or Teaching.
This is almost like a skipper, but
yeah, it's going to be a quick one because I feel like this is a blowout. But again, these were matched up not by us, but the matching was done by IMDb scores. They're in there for you guys to vote on now. I think it's definitely Idle Hands, no doubt about it. Teaching Mrs. Tingle had some fun shit in it. It had Eve 6 on the fucking soundtrack. They even did a music video for it, which I appreciate. I love Eve 6. I'm a huge Eve 6 guy. It had some funny moments in it, but ultimately it was just it was a fly by now, sort of funny, sort of comedy. Idle Hands was fucking hilarious,
and Idle Hands also had fucking hot ass Jessica Alba in it.
I was gonna say hot ass Devin Sawa in it, but hey,
Devin Sawa, they both were whatever. Look, they both look great.
I'd eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich off of
But you know, some people had a crush on Seth Green, so let's just be honest.
Hey, fucking Sloan did in Entourage.
And by the way, Vanessa, I'm just gonna answer your question as a representative of the company. You ain't getting shit. We've looked over your records and we find that you are not going to be able to qualify for the unemployment check. Thus, you are disqualified. If you continue on your route, we suggest the complaint box. It will be checked. #never, but have a good one.
Your severance package will be sexual favors from both of us for everyone. We're going to put everyone who used to count in a room together. We're going to turn off the
He's been
light.
trying to get your attention like about our unemployment check because
well,
there's no
I'm
more
trying
counters.
to ignore it because
No
I can't afford it.
I understand.
It's Christmas time.
I had to come down from the mountaintop,
kids are expensive.
and I didn't want to do that. I usually don't strike with my thunderbolt, but I will, and I did now. So enough.
Hey, Naked HD XYZ, bro, just go to the website and jerk off.
And you look, he said bro with an exclamation point. He's all serious right now.
I feel like that's actually a real person now. Just go to the website and jerk off.
Yeah, dude. When he says Naked HD XYZ, whatever you want, bro.
Hey, Naked X. Hey, before the mods kick him out, if you're real, just say Jim. Comment Jim, and we'll know you're at least a real person and not a bot. I want to know. And if you do, I'll click on your website later. Okay, just say Jim.
I really will. I'll go support him because he's just trying to do his best.
All right, we're gonna give you 5 minutes to click Jim, and then after 5 minutes, if you haven't said Jim, you're getting booted by the mods. Naked HD XYZ.
Right. Says it's some dude in a call center. It probably is. It's probably his name is Chuck. Jerry.
That's not a bad job, right? Like, hey, I get to go to any live stream I want to watch, and I just get to post fucking the nudie things. It's not a bad job,
Hey, that's all you gotta do. Hey, just go. If you see a live stream, go and spam our fucking shit. We'll pay you.
Light Valley Home says, I want to know what turns you on.
I want to know.
All right, Gary Catlow, if it's true that Chainsaw is about guns bad, Confederate flag bad, and Leatherface has his own gang, I'll be disappointed. If that's in the fucking thing, then Jesus fucking Christ, God, no, please.
Wait, you're serious? Is that what the fucking movie's about?
If it has anything to do with Confederate flags and guns and shit like that, I am checking the fuck out.
If it's a political vehicle for some bullshit like that, you literally use chainsaw.
I get enough Confederate flags in my visions every fucking day. I don't need another goddamn fucking one. Okay.
Hey man, you know what? If it's like that, y'all can drink some fucking bleach. Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's literally a redneck guy from Texas that eats fucking people. That's all you got to know. First off, about guns is bad and Confederate flag bad. Leatherface has his own gang. Yeah, I think you've missed it's the wrong movie for you, sir. If you picked up that one.
Idle Hands wins handily in the biggest blowout of the night, as expected. Idle Hands 90%, 10% did vote Teaching Mrs. Tingle. So it got a little bit of fucking.
It got some love. It got some teaching.
It got a little. It got a little touch. Got a little touch. But yeah. So Idle Hands takes the cake on that one. We will put it in its rightful place. Right meow. Idle Hands moves on to the Sweet 8 or whatever the fuck. Elite 8. Yeah, Elite 8. Idle Hands in the Elite 8. So now I move to the other side. Fear versus Campfire Tales. Now I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy one too because I don't feel like enough people know about Campfire Tales. But let me see here. Let me go and throw the vote in there to you fine folks. Campfire Tales. All right, the vote has been added. The poll.
Hey, dude, I'm looking at the tab on next to your apps thing. It says how to invest using what? Like gay sex. There's a thing that says it says Annabelle doll. How to invest using other people. You fucking think?
No, it's not. It's not mine.
Other people's money.
It's not mine. No, it's like is that like a bookmark or something?
I don't know what it is, but it says how to invest using other people's money.
I got a bunch of stuff that makes no sense. I got Supercharged Fire Stick, EPK TV, the Paramore Estate, the War Over the Conjuring. That was definitely me. Something about Annabelle. I don't know how those things ended up there.
That's funny though.
Well, no, I was reading what I know what that's from. Actually, I was reading that Rich Dad Poor Dad book.
Oh yeah,
you know the Rich Dad Poor Dad because it's like all about.
Was
investing.
it by the guy from Enron?
I don't know, but it's all about like it's about like hey, you need to fucking get assets, okay? Your home is not a fucking asset. You need to invest in assets, okay? And then this article, that's what that came from.
How to trick people into spending money so I can invest their money and make them millions, but instead I'll make millions.
How to steal from your grandmother.
It's so funny to see that. I wasn't but it was so I just zoomed in on it.
No, let's look. Let's hang on. I want to know.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. What happened? Did you quit? Where'd you go? Did he leave?
Fucked up. I almost clicked off the whole goddamn stream for a second. I got really fucking scared because I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't know what you did. I was like, what happened?
I was trying to go to that website to see what that actual article was, and I fucking turned off the whole goddamn stream. I got really fucking scared for a second.
I was like, oh shit. So he quit. I exposed him for the Enron bastard that he is, and he quit.
I think it's about how to get real estate and something. I don't know. I didn't read it, but it clearly ended up in my bookmarks.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm semi-embarrassed right now. So let's check on the vote. Let's go. Oh, by the way, what's your pick? Is it going to be? Are you Fear or Campfire Tales?
Well, let me. I don't know. Let me your fucking house. It's gonna be Fear for me.
Yeah, Fear. And now, Campfire Tales. I know a lot of people haven't seen it, but it actually stars James Marsden as well. It's about these kids. They're around a campfire and they're telling it's a horror anthology, and it's actually fucking pretty goddamn good. Like it's actually an entertaining 90s teen horror film to fucking watch, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
But Fear, fucking Nicole. I just want to finger you on a fucking roller coaster. I just want to get you on a roller coaster. I don't think about your dad right now. Don't think about your dad. I'm going to bust this fucking cherry. I'm going to beat my fucking chest. I'm going to carve your name into my fucking chest. We're going to finger each other on a roller coaster. You're going to finger my butt. I'm going to finger you. You know what? Okay? It's going to be fine.
I just want to punch you in your fucking teeth when you do that. I don't know why, dude, but that really, it just feels like goddamn nails on chalkboard when you do that. I just want to throw something at your
motherfucker. I've had to listen to you do Loomis.
I know, but I want to throw a hot
iron
in
the goddamn
because you sound like a goddamn.
You don't like my fucking Mark Wahlberg?
No, dude. I would. You know what? I would do what you. You know what I do to you? What he did to that poor Puerto Rican fucking kid. That's how fucking much it pisses me off.
Well, now I'm just gonna do more fucking.
That fucking pisses me off. I can do a goddamn accent too.
That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna outrun the fucking wind. I'm gonna outrun fucking
movies. Fear is one of those movies that, like, Campfire Tales is fun and it's good, but it's weird for me when Mark Wahlberg did the Fear movie. I always felt like he could be like he could have been doing more of those horror films, but he never did them.
Yeah, dude. Like fucking Fear is such a good goddamn movie. Like it is really good. Like it's so goddamn watchable. Like you can watch it anytime, and it's got that awesome fucking Bush soundtrack. Like it's got wild horses. It's got fucking I don't want to come back down from this clod. Yeah. It's got fucking Machine Head at the end.
Dude, that's weird. You forget Machine Head. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I mean, you and I could talk about it, but how about this? Cody was over here the other day and we were talking about 90s rock bands and shit like that. We're talking about, like he was like, and I know everyone's going to say, yeah, Nirvana. They was like, after Nirvana, like Nirvana reinvented rock music, essentially, because it killed what was before it. Pearl Jam and Nirvana were like the leading frontiers of that. And he's like, you could also throw, well, no, he's like, you could also throw Bush in there.
Bush was a Nirvana.
I know, but Bush, I mean, I know, but I'm not saying that Bush wasn't like a Nirvana type band, but I mean, throwing them in that pioneering kind of situations is kind of weird for me because I never would have thought Bush at all.
Oh yeah.
And he also said Man in the Box. The band
Alice in Chains, yeah.
Alice in Chains,
but no, man, like Fear's got a fucking awesome, like it's got a bunch of awesome. It's just a good movie. Like it's not even like a joke, weird, fucking shitty sort of horror movie like people watch.
It's fucking scary, dude.
It's a good goddamn movie. Like fucking Marky fucking chasing dudes down in the fucking forest like a goddamn werewolf. He's like, I just saw him with his hands all over you. Like he was so fucking good in that movie. He was so fucking scary. And then the dad was awesome in that movie. The dude from CSI was fucking awesome. And it was funny as a kid, like you see it from the kid's angle, but growing up, now I see it from the dad's angle. And I'm like, fuck.
That's what I was going to say. It's got to fuck you. It's got to freak you out more because when MJ's getting older to start dating, and if she ever brought home a guy like that could whoop your fucking ass and then fuck your wife.
Yeah.
You got some trouble, son. You got some trouble,
scary. That's what I'm saying. And when he's standing out in the pool and he's like licking the fucking teeth, like he's licking the water off her, and he's looking at him. He's like,
that motherfucker. Oh God. Mark Dorman says it's a grunge thing. Well, it's some kind of thing from The Rock. It's a grunge thing. It's some kind of thing.
And then when he throws him out of that fucking room at the end, you're like, fuck yeah. And then as soon as you see Mark Wahlberg's dead body on the thing, and then you hear the and I was like, fuck, this is badass. And then
the soundtrack was awesome.
And do not tell me Fear is not a fucking horror movie, dude.
It's 100% a horror movie.
Yeah, not only is it scary when he starts to fucking infiltrate this family, but the end when they're trapped inside this house that's got super cool security and they're on the roof and the dude's like fucking shaking his wiener at people and like all that. It was, to me as a kid, it was scary because I had a big sister you know, and her boyfriends were all assholes. They were fucking penis heads. And I would always like fight them and shit like that. But like, that is scary to me. Like that movie actually, the first time I watched it, the ending actually fucking freaked me out. Cause like that shit could happen, you know?
Rock music forever. Why don't you shut your dick up? Because I'll put a dick down your throat if you keep talking.
Shut up, Jay. All right. So let's see where the fucking, let's see where the.
Why don't you take that tampon out of your mouth and stop soaking up the bitch so much?
I think he's just joking, dude.
No, I know. I know. I'm joking too. Don't worry, rock music forever. I'm joking too, bro.
Okay, where are we now? So fear. Oh yeah, fear. As expected, the second biggest disparity. Despair. Hey. Oh, thanks. Is that for me? I'm gonna drink it. The second biggest disparity. Fuck, I don't know words. 77 to 23%. Fear beats Campfire Tales.
Well, you know, that's not a surprise. That's like literally fucking Rocky beating Clubber Lang in the final scenes of Rocky 3. We knew it
handily. Yeah, that's true. So, oh fuck, where did the I lost my screen. I'm gonna show it to you now. Here we go. All right. Fear takes down Campfire Tales. Now, Campfire Tales.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. Daniel Kelly is right. I can't believe he killed the dog in Fear. That's true. Yeah. That was fucking disturbing as shit. I forgot
People
about
don't usually like that. They do not usually like that when you do.
You know what? I feel like Marky Mark was just hanging out with the boys from the New Kids on the Block, and that's what they do.
Yeah, we just kill dogs, man.
No, rock music. I'm kidding. It was a joke. We boys. We playing. Like, it's fine, man. It's no big deal.
Where are we? I'm trying to catch up to that. Okay, Carrie Crownless says, "Hey Jay, Mike, Wham fam, I'm at work at the moment. Just want to say I love your fucking faces. Also, I love Mrs. Tingle. Kevin Williamson wrote that scream, dude. That's crazy, Carrie. Because
he was all over the place in the 90s.
Yeah, not only was Marcos Beltrami scoring like half of these fucking movies, but Kevin Williamson wrote like half the fucking movies we're talking about tonight. The guy's a god. He is an era.
We need to get him on the show.
God, I've tried. His people were like, he's busy writing things, you know, doing
and
real
avoiding
stuff.
really bad shows on YouTube. I get it.
I tried to get him on because I would love to talk to that guy. Maybe one day, who knows? We just got to get bigger. Sean P, thanks, buddy. He says, great time tonight, guys. But how is Stir of Echoes not on this list? If you haven't seen it, check it out.
That's amazing.
What
movie.
year did Stir of Echoes come
out?
That
came out. I thought that was a 99.
I think it's a 90s movie, but it's 1999. But here's the thing: Stir of Echoes not a teen movie. You know, he's well into his adult years. It does have teens in it.
I guess because the ghost was a teen.
Yeah, like you could say that.
You know,
but
what's
I don't think
weird?
You can call. But a good point, Sean.
Hey, controversial. I know, and I love The Sixth Sense, but I would put Stir of Echoes slightly above Sixth Sense, just because to me it was a little bit more scary. The Sixth Sense was more fucking scary to me than, the Stir of Echoes was more scary than The Sixth Sense. And also, it had it had that true crime element to it.
I like it better than The Sixth Sense for sure. Gary Catlett says, just watched the Beverly Hills Cop movies the other day for the first time, and the woman in the third one is hot. Just realized she plays Swan's wife as well, dude. The Beverly Hills Cop movie is fucking awesome. Hey, man,
Wanda!
off with no banana and no tailpipe.
Wanda.
I love those fucking.
You made a deal, you stupid son of a bitch. Yeah, man, she was great.
Carrie says, Fear, male version of The Crush, Alicia Silverstone. Great fucking point, by the way. Alicia Silverstone Crush is a movie that could have probably made this list too.
Yeah, Crush is really good.
That was a solid fucking movie. It's like the early version of Swim Fan, or Swim Fam is the late version. You know what I'm saying? All right, the last vote of the first round. This one's tough for me. This one's really fucking good in my mind, and I feel like I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen.
Hold on.
What?
I gotta stop the show for 1 second. David, Kinganir. I'm sorry, I'm saying your. Hey, Mike and Jay. He's going to be a father after 8 years of trying. Congratulations, dude. Hey. That is awesome. That is really good shit, man. Congratulations, man. You deserve. You need to pop some fucking pop Sam Shane to this. This is your moment. This is as big as you're gonna get. So enjoy it. Hey, man, congratulations. That's an Xbox fucking achievement unlocked. 50 points for you, sir.
Fucking A, man. That's awesome, dude. We're so fucking happy for you.
Your dick
That's
did
amazing.
it. Your dick did it. Soldiers marched on, man.
Give it up for David. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. That makes me happy. That makes me fucking really goddamn happy. All right, brain scan. Brain scan and H2O. That's the two. Let me see here. Who you got, mofo? Brain.
And by the way, when you get a chance, go up more. You missed Austin. He had a super chat.
Okay. I will catch it. I'm going to put that poll in there real quick. That is in there for you guys. Oh, an error occurred.
What error?
Oh, it says an error occurred. Try again.
Oh,
what the
no, it
fuck
should
is
not
going
be
on?
no arrow.
Don't you do it. Hey, we'll go back to human counting, you motherfucker, you. Let me try to switch. Oh, maybe it's because I cursed in it. Maybe that's I cursed in the question. Let's see if that changed
Oh,
it.
did you? Oh, okay.
Yep, that fixed it. It's because I cursed. Fucking YouTube. Ha! Fuck you. Fuck.
You can't say bomb on an airplane. Bomb. What are you gonna do?
So while you guys are
voting
voting
from my
on
cold dead fingers, so step off, bitch.
Austin, I'm not seeing it, dude. I think they already moved past it. We didn't catch it in time. Just put it in all caps below, dude. Make sure that it's not so. No, Austin says Halloween theory. Michael Myers is just a force of extinction that will eventually kill us all. He's the comet, we're the dinosaurs, no stopping it. Now, if they'd have said that like Halloween Ends is going to be triple, double thousand the kills of like Halloween Kills, like you go somewhere crazy like that. Yeah. But I mean, he hasn't even made his ass out of fucking one city yet in 20 some goddamn years. I don't think he's taken out the whole goddamn
learner,
universe.
Mike. He's been staring at a wall for fucking ever.
Yeah, he don't even run.
He doesn't know. Hey, dude, he doesn't even know like really the geography of the United States. Like he's fucking stupid. Like he stared at a wall. He didn't go to school. He doesn't know. But yeah, at the same time, I also they didn't even say that it was going to be more violent than the Halloween Kills. I think Halloween Kills was the pinnacle of their violence, and then Halloween Ends is supposed to be more of a. I feel like it's going to be the Return of the Jedi. There's going to be some action, cool moments in it, and then it's going to be a dramatic close.
Dude, by the way, speaking of babies, speaking of fucking awesome announcements, Colton Candler says, "Hey, Mike, thanks for the labor room advice. We now have a healthy baby boy.
Hey, all right.
Give up for fucking Colton, guys.
That's it, man.
Yeah, dude.
Colton.
We got babies getting made. We got babies getting fucking born. We got babies getting made tonight.
And I hope you make them while you're watching the stream.
Damn
so they can be new goddamn subscribers because we're going to be old and fucking ugly. Like we are now. Video. In about 10 more years, we'll need those new subscribers.
Someone brought me a drink with alcohol and cherries.
Fuck yeah, Colton. Colton.
That's strong.
Colton. Your name sounds like fucking three ninjas. Colt grown up.
To you both.
Colton.
To David and Colton, everybody.
Hey man, good job.
Fuck, that's basically a goddamn
good job. I never had no baby before, but I knew you could do it. You could
on to the vote. This is a fucking great one to me. This is a great fucking one to me, dude. Because as you know, I fucking love Brain Scan. Now I know H2O is gonna win this, so I'm just farting out of my tuba. Okay. But I'm just farting into a tuba.
Reba. Oh, some fat domino.
But like to me, dude, it's Brain Scan. Like I like H2O. I love Michael Myers. I love Halloween. H2O to me is just a watered down Scream ripoff. Not that
great.
Say
water.
Was enjoyable to watch. I'm glad it exists. I like to watch it, but the kills fucking suck for the most part. And it's just the masks look like shit a lot of time. Not a great fucking movie, but I still love it because I love the ending. I love a lot of shit about it. But Brain Scan, underrated, forever fucking underrated, man. This fucking guy comes out of this goddamn video game and this kid ends up murdering people in a video game. And it's like this weird dreamscape fucking HBO late night at dark shit. Brain Scan is a fucking mood, dude. It is just a dark. If you've ever had a dream where you murdered someone and the police are looking for you and you know how scary that feels, that is like Brain Scan as a whole, but with like the whole CD-ROM 90s fucking technology interdispersed into it. I fucking love Brain Scan. For me, it's Brain Scan, but you know.
Yeah, Brain Scan's all right.
Fuck you.
But you know, it's all right. But I've seen a lot of dick sucking in my life for H2O. A lot of dick sucking about how good it was. And Josh Hutton and comb your hair. Comb your hair. You're going to Yosemite. Michael Myers is dead. I've seen a lot of dick sucking for it. I'm talking about Mike. I'm talking about my brother. I'm talking about my girlfriend.
What?
I'm talking about everybody. But the thing is, I'll agree in this instance, H2O is better. Brain Scan is a quirky ass fun movie, but it's a niche movie.
Dude,
I got
this thing from Amazon. I gotta show it to you.
Look, wait. Yeah, that's
Isn't
great.
it nice?
It looks like your dick. It's so small and fat. It can only fit into a butthole in jail. That's amazing.
Width
Did you pull
and
that out
length,
of
buddy.
somebody's butthole?
I
That's
could put them both
amazing.
together.
I
I
can
don't
see
know
the
if I can
duty
beat
marks
that.
on your undernail. I like
Definitely
how you
width,
interrupt
though.
my review because that's
Why are you so butthurt?
That's
tonight?
what he does.
You're getting so fucking
That's
butthurt.
what he does.
Calm down, honey.
See, that's
it's
what
gonna
he
be
does.
all right.
No, I'm gonna do Mark Wahlberg for you. I'm gonna do what Mark Wahlberg does.
I'm gonna
get mad at you.
Fuck you. Get a job.
Yeah. Well, it's better than hey. Hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg. I'm gonna stick my fingers up your fucking like your goddamn vagina, tickle your taint and your goddamn whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, my point being,
someone write Jay a happy note so he feels good about himself.
Yeah, please. I want one, and I want Mike to have one too. But anyway, the point being is like, we're fine, guys. This is jokes. I would take H2O just because I think that Brain Scan is one of those movies that is a niche movie, and I like those kind of science fiction kind of horror films. But overall, I also feel like I don't know. H2O, it's still a Halloween movie. I don't like his mask. I don't like overall how they handled Michael Myers. I think that it was rushed. It's not a rushed job, but it was also trying to get Jamie Lee Curtis out of the franchise as quickly as possible. So overall, I feel like that's why I didn't like it. And the alien mask, they couldn't even decide on the mask they wanted to use. But at the end of the day, it's better than Brain Scan. So I'll take H2O. But by the way, that's historic by itself.
You know what? You're not going to be alone. I haven't even looked yet, but I'm clicking on it now, and yeah, you're not alone. 84% agree with you. 84% to 16%. H2O demolishes Brain Scan and my heart. Not really, because I knew that was going to happen. I absolutely knew that was going to happen.
Well, no, but Brain Scan is a good movie, and normally I would take a sci-fi horror movie over a regular movie, but.
Dude, my heart spoke before my fingers did. It tried to give it to Brain Scan, but no, it is H2O. But that's going to be more interesting. It's fair. More people have seen H2O, and dude, H2O versus Idle Hands, Scream 2 versus Fear, The Faculty versus I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's a sexy lineup.
The Craft versus Disturbing Behavior. Oh my fuck! This next round is going to get naughty.
By the way, let me ask you a question. Do you think that H2O would have been better received overall if they had just kept the goddamn mask that they had when they when the Joseph Gordon-Levitt scene happened at the beginning? That was from Curse of Michael Myers. Just kept that mask and not try to do the digitized bullshit.
Yeah, and it was actually in the film for like
I know.
It
was in the very beginning when the whole ice skate thing.
Yeah, it was fucking dumb, dude. Like that, I don't know why they would do that at all to begin with. But let's jump to the other side of the bracket real quick. Keep this train a moving. This train is coming. I forgot what's it go? But that's what tortures me.
Yeah,
that's what I was going for. I lost it.
I'm thinking of like I'm thinking of another country song. It's not that one.
All right, next up, we're going back to the top. That kid is back on the escalator. The Faculty versus I Know What You Did Last Summer, you motherfucker, while drinking your juice in the goddamn hood. The Faculty versus I Know What You Did with My Butthole.
You fucked it all over the place.
Question has been asked. Guys, start voting now. It is in the chat. The Faculty versus I Know What You Did Last Summer. To me, it's the Faculty.
Yeah, it's easy money. It's easy money.
Yeah. I Know What You Did Last Summer is a bigger movie. Like I'm sure it made more money at the box office. It was a bigger deal. Like when you think of 90s horror, you think Scream, and then immediately your brain probably goes to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
But the Faculty is just like I Know What You Did Last Summer. The Faculty has a million problems with it. Like that awful bug CGI that was running around, some of the corny shit they were doing. But still, yet, dude, it's better as a fucking movie overall than I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just feel like it is.
I Know What You Did Last Summer is, again, I'll say it, great value Scream ripoff versus like at least an attempt to do an original alien film invades a high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the bottom line. So it's going to be the Faculty. I don't think anybody's going to disagree. First off, it also had better actors in it that weren't like Simpson and fucking goddamn Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm going to let you beat up my girlfriend and even have sex with her if you want, as long as you don't fight me.
Like it had Robert.
It had a great cast. It had an amazing cast.
I'm trying to think. I was like, Ryan Felipe did some decent stuff afterwards. Freddie Prinze Jr. really never did.
Ryan Felipe though, number one. What's it going to be? It's going to be Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, he was good in that. I did like
Cruel Intentions.
That was a perfect asshole role for him. Jennifer Love Hewitt, I can't hardly wait. She did some stuff. Sarah Michelle Gellar, also Cruel Intentions. The Faculty, though, Josh Hartnett, I think he's the biggest star. I think he ended up with the most successful career out of all of them in both those movies combined. And he's still working. He's doing like weird indie movies and shit like that.
I wonder if that was
Hartnett
his biggest one, or if Josh Hartnett, or if it was H2O.
I think H2O was definitely a bigger role for him. Definitely.
Even though I know he wasn't the main one because he was starring alongside Jamie Lee. And obviously she's the one that they're all coming to see. But
Nick said, Mike, you look like Tom Brady at 44 trying to look 22 again. Bitch, you sexy.
All that Activia.
It's just the backwards hat that Tom Brady wears. I did try to buy his hair gel because his hair be looking good these days. It really does. That's just the truth, man. That's just, yeah, Colin. It's Colin with the great line from The Faculty. He's trying to tweak, man. Let him fucking tweak. When they all did the fucking store thing and she's yelling at Elijah Wood he's like laughing. He's like, he's tweaking, man. Let him fucking tweak. He pulls out the gun. I fucking love that scene, dude. Let's see.
Tommy Guns. That live. Who are you talking about? Tommy Guns. Are you talking about Tommy Gunn from Rocky V, Light Valley Home?
I don't know, but The Faculty is handily ahead of I Know What You Did With My Butt. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer. 61% to 39%. I think it's fair to declare that a winner with 130 votes. The Faculty moves ahead. I Know What You Did Last Summer, a fucking staple of the 90s teen horrorverse, goes down to The Faculty. We have our first Final Four contestant in The Faculty.
I think that's fair. I think it's a good one. Yeah.
And it's a one seed for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? Going on to the other side, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have.
You can give. Okay, I'm going to go pee again. So you can give your opinion on the next one.
Okay.
What are we doing?
The Craft versus Strangeland. Or no, The Craft versus Disturbing Behavior.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, that would be actually pretty interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have The Craft versus Disturbing Behavior. This is a tough one. I just put the vote in there for you guys to vote on. And it's a tough one. Like, I'm not neither of these are like my favorites of the genres at all. I like The Craft because it's a 90s movie. It's fun to watch. I like Disturbing Movie for the disturbing fucking movie. I've had too much Svetlana vodka. Disturbing Behavior, I like for the exact same reason. It's a fun 90s movie, but I don't think it's all that great. I'm going to go with The Craft just barely because they do like Disturbing Behavior, but I'm going to go with The Craft just barely because it just has a better cast. And I just feel like the movie, like the plot points of the fucking movie are better played out. Like Disturbing Behavior has what a lot of those 90s movies have. It has a bunch of editing issues and a bunch of jumping around and all that. I'm going to go with The Craft. But it's close for me. It's close between Disturbing Behavior and The Craft for sure. I'll make sure we didn't miss any super traits here. Scroll on up. Go on then, son. Mikey Films, thank you, buddy. Says my night's always better with some Wham Up Beat. My nights are always better with some of you all deep inside of me, sexually and mentally. It's what I like. I'm going to take all of you in my bunk tonight. I'm going to look at pictures of you. I'm going to have them in like a baseball card folder. 3 on the top, 3 in the middle, 3 in the bottom, and there's going to be pictures of every one of you. And then in my bunk tonight, I'm going to open my special book, and I'm going to scroll through it, and I'm going to look at them all. And that's what I think about. And then I'm going to jerk off to them. I'm going to think about you all while I fall asleep without touching my dick or asshole while I do it. Yeah. But no, it's The Craft for me. The Craft, hey, it's a one seat for everybody. It's a big goddamn deal. But I do like when you turn on that movie and you immediately you're hit with the fucking 90s music, you know? And I like all the actresses in it. It's just, I don't know. I can't help but feeling like it is a little bit forgettable as a movie for me. It's a little bit forgettable. Let's check in on what's going on before Jay comes back. The Craft is winning handily right now. I have a feeling Jay's going to pick Disturbing Behavior because he seems to like that movie a whole bunch, and for good reason, because it's a good fucking movie. But currently, get your votes in there because currently the vote is 112 votes, 67% for The Craft, 33% for Disturbing Behavior. And when Jay gets back, he can let you know if David's going to invite me into his bunk bed. You better get ready because I'm chinged up, buddy. I am chinged the fuck up. All right. Sound Painter Studio says, Mike, what do you think about Candyman? I enjoyed the new Candyman. We talked about this and went into a whole thing that we didn't mean to go into, but like I thought the end of it was way too like just broad painting with a broad brush on the political stuff. But um as a movie overall, I thought it was fucking fantastic, man. I thought like the cinematography was great. I like the characters. The end when he goes and like kills everybody and does his shit was fucking dope as shit. I liked it. I liked it overall. I really did. God, I hate Fairuza Balk geekful things. And the reason I hate Fairuza Balk is because she's got that big fucking mouth. Okay. And I don't have any problem with people with big mouth. I got a big mouth. Like I tell people all the time, hey, I wish I was into dudes because I could fucking fit like several of them in this thing. I got a huge goddamn mouth. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. And I like to eat. So I could fit a ton of shit in here. I've tried it. You know, God gave me a gift that I can't use. With this fucking mouth. All right. I'll tell you that right fucking now. That's just a big fact. My whole family used to make fun of me. You remember those juice pops, like the Minute Maid ones that were like square sized or they're like diamond shapes? And like you'd move the package up and the thing would go up. I could fit that whole son bitch in my fucking mouth. All right. Just a waste of talent. God should have made me gay. That's just a fact. He missed on that one. The guy can't be perfect. Just so happens that I'm not. But yeah, I got them dick sucking lips like Valley Home. It just didn't pan out for me. I use them for other things, for the ladies I do. But Jay,
I will not suck your cock for less than 5. What?
That's ironically very closely tied to what we were just talking about right now.
Sucking wiener for $5.
Yeah. Hey, you got your last chance to, because I feel like you're going to pick disturbing behavior. I don't know, but if you do, you got your last chance to talk people into it. Currently, 66% The Craft, 34% disturbing behavior, and I will be right back.
I'm not even going to play. Then fuck it.
Oh, I didn't mean to make myself big.
Well, then fuck it. I won't even play. I'm not even going to play right now. Okay, if you guys are already pictured, you know what? I go away for a little while, and I wake up, and everyone's got delusions of grandeur. Fuck. I mean, don't you guys like Cyclops, James Marston? Don't you like Katie Holmes? Do you like The Creek? Do you like Nick Stahl? I get it. It's fine. It's whatever. I mean, The Craft is a decent movie. Is you going to pick it over disturbing behavior? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, Jim. I don't think you're telling the truth. Look, disturbing behavior is one of those movies. And again, I've already gone over why I think it was a great film. The fact that it deals with the idea of like the new kid moves in, James Marston, to a town and like a seemingly peaceful, idealistic town, a suburban USA, and this dark, nefarious shit is going on underneath of everyone's noses, and you're dealing with cliques, and you're dealing with your parents, and you're dealing with fitting in, and then on top of all that, you've got this evil umbrella like organization, which is, I know they're not making zombies out their buttholes, but they're still like doing this shit. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those movies that it's memorable to me because it's got a good soundtrack. It's got actually a really amazing soundtrack. It captures the feel of the 90s really well. And I feel like it speaks to, I think it speaks on levels that other movies didn't at the time. And maybe I identify it personally. I remember I left my high school for a little while and went to a private school. And then I came back and it was kind of the same thing. I went into this high school and I didn't know how to really interact with these cliques. They were all set up. And then there was like the really preppy, cool kids that they were like stuck up and they were like, fuck you if you don't like math. I don't know. But they were like very jock oriented, cheerleader oriented. And then there was like all the other, I don't know. But disturbing behavior is just my thing. I don't know. I feel like on a certain level, and I know these are all fantasy movies, but it feels more grounded in reality, and I think that's what makes it scarier or more entertaining to me, is the fact that I'm not saying that would happen, but I'm saying like definitely being brainwashed and led to believe that this is the right way and there is no other way. This is the right way. You're an idiot if you don't, but it is what it is. If you guys like the craft is good. The craft is okay. We'll have a good time here. We're gonna roast some marshmallows and watch 4 bitches that don't know anything about black magic conjure up some evil shit and go crazy over it. But Ebor, yeah, the whole storyline with his brother. Yeah, that's another thing, man. Like, that's a lot of people don't talk about that, man. Like, how fucked up is that? Like, James Marsden is not only adapting to the new suburban life or this new environment that he's been thrust into, he's also dealing with his brother killing himself, and that shit weighing on his mind. And yeah, not only do I feel like it's a good horror movie, it's a good psychological thriller movie. I feel like it's a good dramatic movie. And for me anyway, when I was growing up, I felt like it was a very, very good reflection on what it was like high school years, to be, that age and kind of try to fit in and shit like that. And then you find out that there's this mysterious guy that's taking all these teens that they consider troublemakers and putting a damn thermometer up their butt and changing them to be what society expects them to be. I don't know. And he holds out to the last. And James Marsden's an awesome fucking actor, by the way.
Where is okay? So
yes, Austin. Mike is fine. Mike was pee-peeing.
Yeah,
I don't know where Mike is okay, or is he? Austin was like, "Is Mike okay?" Or
I'm fine.
Separate live streams. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously, I was scared for a second. Oh my god.
So did you pick Disturbing Behavior? That's what I predicted.
Yeah, I picked Disturbing Behavior.
It is 66. I picked The Craft, but barely. I picked The Craft over Disturbing Behavior. But 66% The Craft, 34% Disturbing Behavior. The Craft is the one that moves on into this dark night. Where's the fucking thing? There it is. Okay, so The Craft moves on.
I'm just gonna go on record and say you guys are wrong as fuck, and I demand a goddamn recount. This election was stolen. There's no fucking doubt. Let's go back and look at the numbers. I think some of you motherfuckers double voted.
This mirrors something I felt like I saw in real life.
I don't believe you at all. Okay,
I can't figure it out.
I will go to the Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer, and we will look at the numbers. You sons of bitches.
We will go to Houston and we will rule.
I'm about ready to quit this goddamn live stream. I'm not even gonna play no more.
Next, dude. Now we got 2 fucking nitty gritty ones now. Oh my god, dude. These are gonna be. I don't know who's gonna win these 2. First up, we got Scream 2 versus Fear. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now.
That's easy for me, but yeah.
Scream 2 versus Fear. All right, that is there for you guys to vote on. All right, Jay, what do you think, dude?
I mean, I'm gonna go with Fear. I mean, and I say that wholeheartedly, and saying that I think Scream 2 is a good movie, and I do like Scream 2, but I think that again, Scream 1 was so iconic, and Scream 1 did so much for the horror genre, and you had such an amazing cast and an amazing story, and Wes Craven really nailed it. He knocked it out of the park. You can't top the villains. You can't top Skeet Ulrich and Lillard in the way they portrayed themselves in that movie. Fear comes out of nowhere. You have Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch coming out and fingering a girl on the fucking Ferris wheel, and he's scary as shit. And he breaks into your fucking house, and he wants to have sex with your wife. I feel like Fear is something that a dad of a daughter that grows up to be attractive and she gets the wrong guy could be put in the sight line of some psychopath like that, which therefore lends itself to more reality, more realistically happening versus something like Scream 2. Scream 1 could happen realistically too, but Scream 2, not so much. Jerry O'Connell's awesome in it, and Timothy Olyphant, you got to know when to squeeze the juice. Awesome. Jackie, not so much. But Scream 2 to me has always been a good fanfare movie. It was a good sequel as far as like they took what the best they knew how to do from Scream 1 and made Scream 2. But Fear was unique. It was original. It showcased the range and the variety, I think, of Mark Wahlberg. I think Mark Wahlberg was a great villain in it. And it also had good actors around him as well, and a good solid story. I think that fear takes it, man. I think that fear is actually, it's more fearful. It's more scary.
I actually agree with you. I'm going to go Fear. And I love Scream 2. Like I love Scream 2 a lot. Like I think it's the best sequel so far in the Scream. And I do like the Scream sequels. I thought 3 was bad. 4 was okay. Scream 2 was the closest one. But like, yeah, I think that Fear is just, it's better. And I feel like it's going to lose this vote for sure. But it's just for the same reasons you said, and the fact that like Mark Wahlberg, he was so scary in that movie. And I already talked about all the reasons I love Fear, and I love Scream 2 as well. I thought the reveal in Scream 2, where it was Loomis's mom, it was the girl from Roseanne, and you know, I thought the reveal was kind of weak in the end. Like we're all hoping for something.
Scream 2,
and Scream 2, like. Yeah. You had the reveal of now. I as you know, I still think they could make a great Scream sequel. You just got to have somebody that's to the level of the villains that they did with you know, Billy Loomis and Skeet Ulrich. But I think that Scream 2 had all the stuff you want in a Scream movie up until the end. I love the movie. I thought it was great. One of my favorite, maybe my favorite horror soundtrack of all time. But Fear had a great soundtrack too. And just like, it's just, dude, it's such a different movie. Like nobody ever talks about it. For me, yeah, it's Fear, dude. Austin, by the way, said, Mike, sorry, I forgot about the new setup you have. I like it. Oh, no worries, dude. Hey, I appreciate you worried about me, man. I was good. I was just taking a pee and smoke a cigarette real quick, but I appreciate it, man. Gary Catlow said, Cosplay Chris had a good idea. Make a direct sequel to Elm Street 1. Show how messed up everyone is and end Saxon's character like Loomis in Halloween Kills. I like that idea, but Saxon's, you know, he passed away, unfortunately, so you can't do that. And I also, the last thing in the world I would want to do, I'm not a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Like, I like it. Like, it's the first half is fucking amazing. I don't like the fantastical stuff they do in the end. But for me, I would be pissed that they got rid of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, because that's like one of my favorite. It's close to the first one for me as favorite honestly, nightmares overall.
I've had arguments before with myself in between showers whether or not Nightmare 2 was better than Nightmare 1. And you know, it's weird is the director of Nightmare 2 hated Nightmare 1 and thought it didn't really capitalize on such a great unique character as Freddy Krueger. It's kind of weird and kind of smart ass and kind of a shitty thing for a new director to say against the director that came up with the fucking idea, that he's like, oh, he didn't know what he had. But you know, to be honest, they changed the look of Freddy in the second one. They made him a lot more vicious. They made him a lot more intimidating. They made him a lot more in your face. It's really hard for me to say that Freddy 2 is like inferior to Freddy 1. I mean, obviously Freddy 1 is classic and it's original, and we get why it's good, but at the same time Freddy 2 came and it did its own thing. It's literally, it sets among it's by itself in its own category.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got to disagree with you, man. Somebody said here and I don't want to get your name wrong, because I mean, you know, let's size up your body and talk about it. I can't remember what you said, but you said something like everything that Jay said about Scream 2 you could apply to Halloween 2. That's untrue. That's absolutely untrue. Because Halloween is a different beast altogether than Scream. Scream is one of those films, that film franchise, that you have to continuously come up with some kind of twist. You continuously have to come up with something new meta. You continuously have to be different from the predecessor in order to survive the next wave of criticisms. Halloween is not like that. You've got your main antagonist in that film, which is Michael Myers. Michael Myers can be supernatural. Michael Myers can be human. Michael Myers can be in between. In Scream, you have one set of rules. The killers are human. They're not supernatural. The idea that you could do the copycat thing gets old after a while. That's why Scream 3 failed. And I didn't like Scream 4 for the same reasons, because the copycat shit gets old. So if you don't come up with a new meta, if you don't come up with a new reason why they're doing it, or some kind of new idea to pull the audience in to be like, oh my God, that's crazy. It's like an M. Night Shyamalan trap. Halloween is totally different, in my opinion. Halloween is totally different. You cannot say that Michael Myers Halloween 1 is the same as Scream. It's not. Yeah. I mean, not even close.
I get your point there. I get what you're saying too. And you know, and so I'm the guy that doesn't like Nightmare on Elm Street 3. So it's just, you know, personal opinions, man. You got to have them. But let's see where the fucking vote is right now. You guys have had a minute to vote on this. And oh, wow. I did not expect it to be that fucking different, to be that big of a fucking blowout. But Scream 2 beats Fear. The audience once again disagreeing with us. Dude. 70% to 30%. Scream 3 takes the fucking cake, deep and dark and deep into your butt and deep into the night.
I feel like there's some love for some Ghostface here. A lot of ghosty love. A lot of deadheads.
fucking doubt about it. So let's take a look here. That means Scream 2 moves on. I thought that was going to be a way closer vote than it was. But Scream 2 will face The Faculty in the final four, which will be a great one. And then we have our final entrant to the final four happening now. We're going to do Idle Hands versus H2O. Again, I don't feel like I know who's going to win this one, but we'll see. I'm going to put it in the vote right now. Idle Hands, which is a beloved fucking movie, and H2O, which even, people don't like it. You got to admit that H2O is a big time fucking movie. That's in the chat right now for you guys to vote on. Let me see. Let me catch up on some super chats real quick before we give our opinions on these two. Kevin Williams said Michael Myers might be human, but he ain't no soundbite. He's a killer shark.
He ain't no soundbite.
Michael Myers ain't no soundbite. I think that may be the only one there I missed. Oh, Gary Catlow. Oh no, I answered that. Okay, so we're caught up on those. But yeah, what do you think here, man? You got H2O or Idle Hands?
Oh, I feel like a dad that's deciding whether or not I want to leave my family for greener pastures in Arizona. I've been hanging out with them in Michigan. I've kind of gone in over my head, but I can't afford them anymore. And my wife may be cheating on me with my coworker down at the mechanic shop.
God damn.
And that son may not even be mine. So maybe I just book it and go to fucking Arizona.
You could.
I think I'm gonna go with fuck. Because as much as H2O is one of those movies. H2O is a fun movie for me to watch. I don't love it as much as some other people. I think it's too clean. I think it was copying too much of the Scream generation. It was trying to be Scream in a lot of ways, but it's still a Halloween movie, and it's still got Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and it's still got Comb Your Hair, and they did a good job, decent job with doing a story. But man, Idle Hands is so unique and weird and so out there, and Devon Sawa is fucking great in it. And the slacker generation, they really nail that whole thing that's going on. The smoke weed, fuck it, I don't care. And then the devil gets in your jack off hand, and you've got to either not kill your friends or control what's happening. As a more of an interesting movie, as something that I would probably watch more often, I'd go with Idle Hands. And you know what? I by the way, I just want this to be made. I want someone to fucking cap this, because this goes to show you that we don't always vote fucking Halloween's favor.
Yeah,
it doesn't always happen.
Well, I voted for Brain Scan in the first round. I'm actually going to take H2O in this round versus Idle Hands, though, because I like Idle Hands, and I understand why everybody loves it. I'm not knocking Idle Hands at all, but I feel like time has been really kind to that movie. When Idle Hands came out, it didn't seem like anybody gave a fuck about it. But now, when you bring it up, and when I brought up the what's your favorite 90s horror teen horror movie, tons of people are like Idle Hands, Idle Hands, Idle Hands. I like the movie. I like the movie. I think it's funny. I think it's a good time. But it is, to me, it's scary movie, but not all the way scary movie. It never actually. I actually struggle with putting in this because I don't you can barely even call it a horror movie. You know what I mean? Because it is so jokey.
Yeah.
It's so just about the jokes, but it's scary movie that didn't go all the way into being a scary movie. And obviously it wasn't trying to parody anything, really. I guess it was a little bit, but and I like the cast, and I like the music, and I like so much stuff about Idle Hands, but it is not, it's not as big of a deal to me as it is to other people. As much as I just enjoy it. It's just that was okay. So to me, Idle Hands is okay. And I it's a staple in horror comedy, and I appreciate it for that. But I will go H2O over this between these two, even though I picked Brain Scan over H2O in the first one, because H2O beats it because it's such a classic Halloween movie. It's probably second to the original movie, that Halloween movie that more people have seen. If you put up a list of the Halloween movie more people have seen, I think it would go Halloween 1 and then probably be H2O.
Well, yeah, because they did a great job marketing it.
Yeah, and they did. And it was a big deal, and it was
they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back. So
yeah, they did a big deal putting on the final one, all that stuff like that. And it was an event going to see it. I remember being excited. I sat it was one of the first Halloweens I saw in the theater, maybe the first Halloween I saw in the theater. So
so you're writing in a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah, it was it's not the kills sucked, the mask sucked. Jamie Lee Curtis I thought was fucking awesome. With what she did, and it's got Josh Hart in it and all that stuff that was going on, and the ending I love. So barely H2O above Idle Hands. And the way I look at these is if you're on a desert island and you have to pick one of these movies, which one would you pick?
Yeah,
I'd have to go with H2O, but I do love Idle Hands.
I agree. No, I mean, and I would have gone into this sea with you, my child. I would have jumped in the sea and said, let's learn how to swim together. The thing is about Idle Hands, and I feel like there's something like, I feel like it's one of those films that comes out and it encapsulates the time period that was in, and it just does such a phenomenal job of doing that it sets itself apart than everything else that was coming out around that time. And I knew when I watched that movie when I was a kid, and I was like, I thought it was great, and I thought, man, this is a really good movie. I knew that there was something special about it, so it would, you know what it is? It was kind of like the Shaun of the Dead before Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. It was like a pioneer in that fact that, hey, a slacker, you know, pothead and his buddies that are like, they love sucking the weed juice can be heroes. And
we can be heroes.
And Jessica Alba, by the way, she is very attractive in this, there's no doubt. But beyond that, they've got all the good elements. They've got the slacker hero, the wannabe, the wannabe poser, the one that doesn't want to be a hero, that's forced to be a hero. They got the damsel in distress. They've got the evil, which is obviously the devil in the hand. They've got the Three Stooges helpers in Seth Green and his friend. And I don't know. I feel like it was a very fantastical movie, almost a surreal type of flick versus. And again, love me some Michael Myers, and H2O comes out, and I know that everybody got excited. And if I grew up, like if we were our age in the 90s when H2O came out, I guarantee you our nuts would have been like dripping all sorts of nut for like 3 weeks leading up to the release of that movie. But still, we weren't. Idle Hands to me is just one of those movies, man. It's just a unique flavor amongst the Baskin 31 flavors.
And Idle Hands is one of those movies, to me, it's weird. It's like, I prefer the first half of the movie over the second half of the movie. And I feel like that way about a lot of movies. Like,
yeah,
I like
they set up some real good shit.
Yeah, I like getting introduced to the characters and the jokes that they do, and you see their family life, and you see all that stuff. You see them waking up and going through their daily life. There's something about not like Grind was like that.
Another day, just another day.
I love that stuff. I take the first half of the movie over the second half of the movie. But all right, let's see. Will Arnwine says, I heard Idle Hands was only in theaters for a week, and then it was pulled because of Columbine. Holy shit, I didn't think about that. Columbine fucked up Scream 3. I know that.
Did he? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I guess there was some kind of, I get it. Yeah.
Scream 3 was supposed to have a totally different plot, and then Columbine fucked that up. But all right, let's see where we're at. It looks like close votes as predicted, but H2O takes the cake 58 to 42%, but it was a close vote. And for a Halloween movie being in this channel in that realm and it being that close just shows you how good fucking Idle.
I'll never recover from this financially because I was betting the other way.
So Idle Hands takes the cake, but it was really close. Like,
well, goddamn, guys, I suck. I thought I knew you better than this.
Oh, I could have picked.
Mike, you're picking the wrong one. You picked Idle Hands. Go to H2O.
Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
What's wrong with me, Steven?
Because you need more H2O. You need to drink more water.
We are now in the final four, Jim. We are in the final four. You want me to stick this into my heart? Let us begin right the fuck away and get this train moving. The Faculty versus Scream 2. I'm going to put the vote up now for you guys. We're getting into some good shit now. Faculty. Scream 2.
Faculty.
I've asked the question, and Jay, it seems like you are. I can't see you, so I'm like holding my earpiece in. I'm like, it sounds like you're ready to go there, Jay. It sounds like you're ripping and roaring and ready to go. Let me go to Jay. What do you feel here?
Though Scream 2 came in hot this summer after a good time off, I feel the Faculty's coming in fresh. They got their legs together, and their calf muscles look strong. They've been training in the offseason, while Scream 2 has taken it easy this summer. The Faculty comes in with a good right hand, and also hiring a new coach this summer as well. I feel like they're ready to go the distance. Scream 2, on the other hand, looks like the same old Scream 2. They're going to come at you with a 1-2-3 punch and maybe a little bit of a snazzy dazzy thing. But at the end of the day, I think the Faculty's going to walk out based on stamina and love of the sport. Back to you, Max.
Well, Jim, I'd like to let you know something first off. It's my birthday, and I'm gay.
I knew it. Thank
you for your support.
You're welcome.
So you're going Faculty.
For sure, yeah.
You're going faculty. I'm going to go
Scream 2. If it was Scream 1, it'd be Scream, but no.
Yeah, which the champion of this will match up with Scream. I am going to go Scream 2 on this one. Like, I think that, like, and we just watched it together. Like, we just did the Patreon commentary for the faculty. I love the movie. Like, I love Josh Hartnett in the movie.
Yeah.
I love the whole football team thing. I love the whole Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing they're doing with it. Elijah Wood, tons of stuff I fucking love about the faculty. Really it's a cultural fucking cornerstone for the 90s horror. Faculty's a big goddamn deal. But for me, the better actual movie is Scream 2. Even it disappoints me a little bit as a Scream sequel because, like, as I said before, when you get to the end, I didn't like the character reveal.
Jackie shit was fucking awful.
Yeah, I didn't like the Jackie part, but I loved Timothy Olyphant. Like, he was cool.
Oh, he was great, man.
And you could and Randy, and the way they carried over the meta-ness from the first film to the second film, that's something that they got right. Because you remember in the first Scream film where they're sitting around the party and he's like, Jamie didn't show her tits till she went legit, and they're doing that whole thing. That was one of the best parts about Scream. In the video store where he's like, if you were the only suspect in a senseless mass murder, would you be standing in the horror section? Like, the whole meta thing they carried that into Scream 2 perfectly. Yeah. I think Scream 2 carried the meta-ness better than any of the Scream sequels did. And because of Randy.
You done hurt Paul Herman's feelings. He's screaming, no, like Darth Vader at the end of fucking episode 3.
But, like, you know, I think that's one of the main things that Scream 2 does. And again, I love Jerry O'Connell in it. And I love that
Jerry
angle.
O'Connell's awesome.
And dude, David Arquette coming out and talking to Courtney Cox in the Broken Arrow movie, the
great.
Broken Arrow score.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
and he's like, thereby enhancing my frequent ability to move about with any given situation. That whole speech was fucking amazing.
Let me ask you a question: if Jerry O'Connell, and like again, I know it would have been too on the nose, but I'm just saying it would have made more sense in the long run if Jerry O'Connell had been the killer.
I think you're actually right in that. Like,
he's a big fucking guy. He was a jock dude.
Yeah, when I watched it, I thought that I was like, well, that'd be too on the nose, but I don't know. Again, the only thing I don't like about Scream 2, really, like, honestly, the only thing I don't like about it is the character reveal. And I feel like it needed to be a little bit meaner. Like, the first Scream, you had the opening where, like, she is gutted and her intestines are hanging out and she's hanging from a tree while her parents.
It was brutal. Yeah.
Her parents are watching, and the movie opened with that. And then, like, Tatum gets her head caught in the fucking door, and like, Scream was so much more brutal than Scream 2 was. And they didn't even show Randy's death. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it did not have the bite that Scream had, and that was one of its biggest faults. And then the ending, I thought the reveal wasn't that good. But apart from those two things, soundtrack, actors, meta stuff, all that, I thought Scream 2 had all that in it, and I really enjoy Scream 2. So the faculty, as much as I like it, it's a nostalgic like for me. I don't think it's a great movie. I think it's an okay movie because of the fucking amazing cast. Robert Patrick, Josh Hartnett, fucking everybody, dude, down to what's her name? Fucking
the one girl that's
she was in Desperado.
What's her name? Fuck, the one that has wet hair. That's greasy.
She's like
looking.
One of the prolific fucking. Oh my god, who am I missing?
Leah Duvall.
No,
Stokely.
No.
In the faculty.
Yeah, the girl. She was in Desperado. She was in
Famke Jensen.
No, Selma Hayek. Thank you, Braxton.
Oh, god damn, sexy.
Yeah.
Oh my
they got
god.
everybody in that fucking movie, man. But you know, it's Scream 2 for me.
But you know, okay. But you know what? And I would agree with you. I think the faculty for me is overrated. I think that people attach a lot of feelings. I feel like it's the Independence Day of the fucking 90s movies. I really do. I just feel like there was a lot of like actions, like special effects. But I feel like versus Scream 2 had an opportunity, and Scream 2 did start off very strong. And Scream 2 did have the potential to be at least, I'm not going to say it was going to be the Freddy 2 in the Nightmare series, but it had the potential to be really strong. But when they had that reveal at the end, I mean, I felt, I rolled my eyes so fucking hard, dude. Like literally, I might have killed children that haven't been born yet from my lineage. Because I was like, Jackie from Roseanne? Is you serious?
Jackie?
Is you serious right now? Like, I was like, immediately, I was like, that's fucking stupid. That's dumb as shit. Like, and the fact that she was like saying that she was an auntie or whatever the fuck she said she was, I was like, that's even dumber. Like, that's just cheap. So, yeah, I feel like the faculty, at least in comparison to Scream 2, is unique enough and strong enough to stand on its own.
Yeah. Well, so yours is the faculty, mine Scream 2, but I get where you're coming from as well. Tyler Rumfeld says, I remember clearly when my dad took me to see the faculty, and I kid you not, I had a dream that night of my second grade teacher and the others with yellow eyes chasing after me. Love you, fellas. Love you too, Tyler. Dude, that's crazy. The first nightmare I ever had, and I'll be very brief about this, and we'll get to the vote, but the first nightmare I ever had and can remember in my life is I was fishing in a fucking lake in West Virginia, because that's where I was born. I was like visiting family and like fishing in a lake. And this monster came out of the fucking lake, and he was a giant yellow fucking boogie, and he had fucking these yellow fucking eyes and chased me. It was like the scariest thing ever. It freaked me the fuck out, man. But what is with dreams and yellow goddamn eyes? I don't know. But what I do know is that the winner is, oh shit, son. Oh shit, it's changing back and fucking forth. It's going crazy in here. 166 votes right now. The faculty is up 51% to 49% over Scream 2. 30 seconds. Let's do 30 seconds because it keeps going back and forth. 30, 29, 28, 27, 22, 18, 14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The faculty wins 51 to 49%.
That's a good, sexy win, and I like that.
Fucking
you know,
tight.
That's what happened. You got fucking Robert Patrick, bitch. Take your Jerry O'Connell loving ass back to the body.
What?
Don't put your hands over your face like we're in American Idol. Don't do it.
No, dude. When I clicked it, it says it's a tie. At the last second before I clicked it, other people voted, dude. It's 50 to 50%. It's a fucking tie, dude. What do we do?
God damn it.
What do we do when the poll ties?
You know what happens now? We have to do it. We already do it. I know, but we're on
we pick separate.
Now it will be 51-51.
Right, so it's still a fucking tie.
Let's go outside and fight.
Let's
fight. Let's fight in a blood sport tournament.
Vanessa says, I say I break the vote, but did you vote, Vanessa? Because if you already vote, you can't. And D&D said you two vote the tiebreaker, but we can't because we voted separately.
We're on opposite sides.
Holy tits. All right.
If you have to not be a Sinso Shidoshi, then show me the Denmark.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do. I don't know what.
We have to have a winner because we can't just leave it like that.
Someone said flip a coin. I don't know. Like,
that feels cheap though.
Anticlimactic.
That's just like living it up to chance. I don't know. Sudden death. You know what? Sudden death. Give them. Okay, one more minute. One more 60 seconds.
All right. This is exciting. This is what I'm talking about here. Yeah. This is fucking good shit, guys. This is good shit. We had a fucking tie. Sudden death. All right. I'm gonna put the poll up. This poll is gonna last until 10:24 Eastern. Until 10:24 Eastern. That's 2 minutes.
Let's do it.
Scream 2. The faculty. 2 minutes. The second the clock hits 10:24 p.m. You got less than 2 minutes to vote. The second the clock hits 10:24 p.m., I'm ending the fucking poll. Let's watch.
That's good shit, man. That's what we want to see here.
That shit's exciting.
We want to see people fucking mad and voting their lives off.
All right. 64% to 36% the Scream 2 or the faculty right now. 81 votes. The faculty is 62, Scream 38%.
Yeah, if we had been on the same page, we would have been able to swing it, but
42% Scream 2, 58% the faculty. It's 10:23. You got seconds to get your votes in.
You said 10:24, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
10:23 right now.
10:34. I'm like, nah, dude, we're not giving them fucking 11 minutes.
No.
That's too long.
55% to 45%, and the faculty's up ahead. Mere seconds left. The second.
Okay, guys, we're gonna. That's it. We're gonna lock it in.
I'm watching the clock. The second it hits, vote for right fucking now. If you're gonna vote, get your fucking wieners in there.
Show us how big they are.
Oh, boom! It changed. And what do we have? Who won?
Tweaking, let them tweak. Dude, Paul,
guaranteed to jack you
perfect fucking
The faculty wins 51% to 48%. The faculty moves on. That was the tightest fucking vote we ever fucking had.
I liked it.
We never fucking had a vote that fucking close.
Paul came in with the best. He's like, they're tweaking, little fucking tweak. That's so good, man. That was so on point.
The faculty has reached the championship round. And next up,
it came all the way down.
Next up, to finish out the championship round, to find its matchmaker, matchy McFucking Makerton.
Well, we know how this is gonna go.
The Craft versus H2O. Begin your votes now at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the dot. I will end the fucking poll. That gives you guys 6 minutes to vote. In the meantime, H2O or the Craft, Jay?
Oh man, come on. Get out of here with these fucking questions. You know I'm scared. Come on, man. It's H2O for me. I'll take that liquid water. I'll take that fucking Halloween that I don't really like that much over the Craft, dude. I can't believe it's here. It's like a herpes that won't go away. The Craft. Holy shit. That girl's back on the escalator. Fuck.
I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to go.
I don't even own a gun rack. That's what the Craft is. She's like the ex-girlfriend that just won't go away. She don't get the hit.
Much H2O. Less that would necessitate a gun.
Yeah. H2O for me, man. Like H2O.
I'm going H2O too.
Yeah. And it's not because we're, I know, you got to throw a Michael Myers channel. No, bro. Literally between those two movies, it could be like if the Craft versus anything else, 99% of the time, I'd pick the other movie. So
look, So if you look at the trail that we went on, the Craft versus Strangeland, we both voted for Strangeland. All right. The Craft versus Disturbing Behavior, you picked Disturbing Behavior, I picked the Craft. As far as H2O goes, I picked Brain Scan, you pick H2O. You picked Idle Hands over H2O. I pick H2O over Idle Hands. You cannot say that this is a Michael Myers vote. No. This is not a Michael Myers vote.
No.
In the past two votes, you and I have on different occasions voted against Michael Myers in the H2O thing. But when it comes to H2O versus the Craft is a great 90s horror flick. Again, awesome soundtrack, great cast, did some cool stuff, but it wasn't punchy enough. It just didn't have any edge to it. It was just like a fun little, okay, that's over with now. H2O, for its myriad of problems that it has, and it does have a lot of fucking problems as a Halloween movie. It was a big fucking deal. You had Lori coming back to the franchise for the first time. She's the teacher. Michael gets in a car, drives all the way to fucking California. They had all the money behind it. It was a big fucking huge production, huge goddamn deal. And in the end, even though we didn't like where it went or what happened, that ending scene where she's holding the axe and she's walking around the fucking college and she's like, Michael! And and then they fucking face off one-on-one, and it's just them because everybody's at Yosemite. I'm going to Yosemite. And they're facing off, and then she throws him in the van, or they're fighting in the van, and she drives, and the fucking beheading at the end. That alone is fucking way more than I need to put this above the Craft.
Well, at the end of the day, Martin Cortez says it correct. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I'm going to Yosemite.
You're not going to Yosemite.
I'm going to Yosemite. Michael Myers is dead.
Trauma.
And I don't brush my hair because I don't need to. I wake up with my hair like this, and I don't even use gel. And that's just the way that it is. Comb your hair.
Let him fucking tweak.
Yeah, dude, H2O. And you know what? I think H2O is like the cleanest, simplest maxi pad version of all the Halloweens. But I understand why it was popular. But over the Craft, 100% over the Craft, dude, H2O is like watching a goddamn Marilyn Manson concert versus someone says, I'm going to go see Heart.
Yeah.
Hey, the Craft is equivalent to Heart, the band, which Heart is good, and I like Heart. And H2O is fucking Marilyn Manson. So, dude, yeah, there's not even a question here.
And this isn't a deep love for H2O. In my opinion, if you look back at it, let me show you guys this here. Look at this bracket right here. The Craft had like some North Carolina Tar Heel fucking easy road to the goddamn Final Four here. All right. It faced off Strangeland, which Strangeland's a better fucking movie in my opinion. Okay. But nobody knows Strangeland. So that wasn't really fair. It was like, it was like fucking, it was like Kentucky playing IUPUI. It had no fucking shot. The Craft wins that one. And then the Craft faces Disturbing Behavior, which surprisingly shocked Buffy. So, like, disturbing behavior, not nearly as known as the craft. So it gets past that. And now it's here against Halloween. I don't know what's going to happen, but the craft to me had a very easy, because of its IMDb score to begin with, a very easy road to the Final Four. And it is 10:29 p.m. At 10:30, I will look at the list and see who won. I'm not even going to look until 10:30 on the fucking dot.
Well, dude, I mean, I don't think, I mean, I think that most people with a brain realizes, like, look.
Well, I get people liking the craft better.
No, I'm not saying,
I don't think it's that dark. But
well, I'll get as dark as I want. Okay, is there a barista in here? Because I think I'm working at a Starbucks.
Sally. I'm just saying, they're not brainless if they pick the movie over another movie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, my point being is, the fact is H2O over the craft 100%. I think that if you're a horror fan, you'll pick it. But if you don't, it's fine. If you like the craft for the hocus pocus grown up shit, I get it. But I think someone pointed it. I think someone pointed it out earlier, was that it was one of those kind of flicks that was. And again, it's not against anybody, but it's a very chick flicky kind of movie. It's one of those kind of movies that, you know, if you got a pajama party going on, you'll probably rent the craft. And
they voted. It is 80% to 20%. The craft wins 80% to 20%. I'm just kidding. H2O won 20%.
I knew it. You fuck.
80% to 20%. The craft wins in a fucking blowout. A very good blowout for this deep in the fucking thing, for sure. No doubt about that at all. So let me go back here and switch it up. H2O, Michael Myers. Oh my God, dude. It's the Josh Hartnett fucking final.
This is going to be crazy right now.
It's the Josh Hartnett championship, Cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. It's a bold move. It's a bold move. Let's see how it plays out.
That is fucking wild, dude. H2O versus the Faculty. I'm gonna insert that bitch right in there, and then the winner will face Scream for the rights of the fucking 90s teen horror goddamn motherfucking championship. Here we go.
I knew that Josh Hartnett was gonna pop again. His goddamn cowlick it just won't go away. His cowlick just won't go away.
Versus H2O. I present the question to you at 10:35 p.m. Eastern. The vote will be over with. So get your votes now. The Faculty or H2O.
Mark Dorman says the winner is Pearl Harbor. Yeah, he'll raise that kid. But he's dead.
Oh, fuck, dude. Tyler Rumfeld said, let's settle this. Halloween H2O and Halloween 2018/Kills need to have a baby. It would be the most beautiful, well-balanced gold child of sexiness. You could take certain things from each of those movies and make a beautiful masculine child. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt, Tyler. There's no fucking doubt, dude.
Be a strong child.
A masculine child. Kevin Williams said, did you see the behind the scenes with Josh Hartnett talking about his hair? He said they would do his hair before the scene and he would intentionally mess it up, probably because of Yosemite. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. He looked like one of those punk guys. Like, after all the makeup was done, and he'd be like, no, I'm going to Yosemite. I don't need anybody to tell me otherwise.
I do remember seeing that. Like, I remember seeing that in the behind the scenes footage. Him saying that, but
that's so weird though. If you imagine interviewers asking about your hair, like, unless it was like a weird, like, if you had like a really strange hairstyle, I understand. Like, if it was a staple of who you were, like, but it had to be like a pink mohawk that had like earrings hanging off pieces of hair or something. But yeah, you know, some interviewer was like, why don't you ever comb your hair though? Like, LL Cool J told you to comb your hair and you never combed it. And like, I feel like it's stupid. I was like, yeah, he just like, he didn't care.
It's crazy, dude, because like he was filming. I'm pretty sure he filmed these either back to back or was filming them at the same time. There's some story behind that. I forget what it is exactly, but he was pretty much filming these back to back or at the same time. And he was basically the same character in both movies, which is what makes it wild that this is our finale, The Faculty versus H2O. He's almost the same character. He's like a bitchy fucking teenager. You know, in one, obviously, he's selling drugs and he's a scientist and all this weird shit's going on. But in the other one, he's talking shit to Jamie Lee Curtis, which you got to have big fucking nuts to do. You know what I mean? He's like, I guess that's why Dad left. It's like, oh, you did not say that was his mom. Jamie Lee Curtis. And then she catches him outside. He's like, I'm fucking tired of this Michael Myers bullshit, Mom. God.
Michael Myers is dead. Get over it.
He did do a great job of like being that teenager in that scene where she catches him out with his friend, and he's like, "I just want to live a normal fucking life," you know. Like, we were all at that point, not for the same. I mean,
what are you gonna pick though?
I'm going shit. Fuck, dude. Shit. Fuck.
It makes your butthole sweat.
I don't know, dude. I don't know because I don't love H2O.
I gotta go with the faculty. I've got to. You know why? I'm gonna go like okay, just basing it on Josh Hartnett himself. I feel like the faculty gives him a lab to actually be Josh Hartnett versus H2O because I feel like he would never be in a private school. Him being like a recluse, smart drug dealer in the faculty makes more sense.
No, I will say that his character is more interesting in the faculty, but the overall movie is what I'm struggling with. Like, dude, the faculty fucking it does suck in so many. It sucks in so many levels. Like,
there's a lot of problems.
What I'm struggling with is H2O sucks in many ways as a Halloween film. And as a Halloween film, it sucks a lot because it fucks up Michael Myers. It fucks up his mask. The deaths suck. But as far as the lore of Halloween goes, like the ending again, the Jamie Lee Curtis, the Laurie Strode, Laurie Tate, or Carrie Tate versus Michael Myers, that shit was so important. The faculty, it had the look and the feel and the music but it was never a great movie at all. Like it was never a good movie. Like it was nostalgic and it was fun, but it was never a good movie. H2O had those little hints where it was a good movie at times. I gotta go fucking H2O, dude. I gotta go. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I don't love H2O. It's very low on my Halloween list, but I'm going fucking H2O. I'm doing it. God damn it. It's 10:35. Who fucking won?
It's fine.
Who won?
You made your decision. You're gonna put your wiener in there tonight. It's fine.
H2O won. H2O wins 52 to 48 fucking percent. A close one.
Man, that ain't a good look for our channel, brother. That ain't a good look for our channel. Because I, at the same time, I kind of, just for selfish reasons, I wanted the faculty to win because I like the faculty better. But at the same time, too,
I feel sick.
I don't want people to be like, you just a Halloween channel, so everything's gonna win.
I feel sick.
But hey, man, if you all liked it, and by the way, I wasn't shitting on our fans. I don't know what asshole said that, but I wasn't shitting on fans. But my point being is like, I'm glad you all picked who you picked, but at the same time, I just don't want it to be like on Twitter or later on the social media bullshit. They'll be like, I told you, Halloween fucking fan site right there. They're gonna pick Halloween every time.
No, fuck those people. I don't give a flying shit what they think. But like, honest to God, like I felt dark. I felt dark. I did not like it. I felt like I was fighting against myself.
Y'all predictable as hell. It's already coming. It's already stopped.
Hey, I don't care. Hey, if we're honest, then we're just being ourselves. Then I don't really care what people think about it. But Mercure 80 says evil dies tonight, and I feel that way right now because the last thing I wanted to fucking do. The last thing I wanted to fucking do was have H2O win this goddamn bracket, dude. That is the last thing I fucking wanted. I do not love H2O as a goddamn Halloween movie.
Look, dude, look. Here, look at this. Straight up, 100%. We do parodies on Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis and all that shit all the time. And the fact is, we didn't vote for H2O a lot of the times. So, hey, and the fact is, I voted for the faculty. Mike was torn between the faculty and H2O. I think it should go. If you watch the whole thing, you guys should, most people would understand that they'd be like, hey, these guys aren't just playing favoritism because it's Michael fucking Myers. It's not like that. Like 100%, it's not like that.
I'm not even worried about that. So I was like, you're being a favorite to Michael. Like it's a fan vote. Like you guys voted. So you guys picked what won. I don't even care about that. It actually bothers me that I voted for H2O because so for instance, like movies I would have taken if it were up to me in this bracket, movies I would have taken over H2O. I would have taken Brain Scan over H2O. I voted for it in the first fucking round over H2O. I voted for Brain Scan. And who would if I had my pick of who would win this whole fucking bracket, I would probably pick Fear.
I have to look at the whole bracket.
It would be for me if I picked my own top 3 in this, it would be Fear, Strangeland, and Brain Scan. Those are my top 3 movies in this: Fear, Strangeland, and Brain Scan.
I would have to look at the bracket again, but I would have to go with for me it would be Disturbing Behavior would have come out huge. Fear would have been right next to for me. It would have been Fear. No, it would have been Fear, Disturbing Behavior.
If you want to see it, it's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it would have been for me. It would have been Disturbing Behavior, Fear, and then my third of this list. It would have been Fear, Disturbing Behavior. I would have gone with The Faculty. That'd have been my list.
Yeah. So, and
if that would have been my top 3 out of this whole fucking bracket, that'd been my top 3.
That leads us, my friends, to the final vote of the night, the big one, the Quincy Ocho. Now, this is where you can say, in my opinion, if H2O wins this, you could say whatever the fuck you want to about this only being a Halloween channel. I can't fight you. I can't fight you on that. I'm going to put the fucking thing in there right now at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. I will stop the vote. I'm putting the vote in right fucking now. We said the champion of this entire bracket would face Scream for the rights of the best 90s teen horror movie.
They come out like Undertaker. Scream comes out like Undertaker. Like there's like fucking black smoke and blue flames.
The vote is live in the poll. H2O or Scream. What is the quintessential 90s horror movie?
Scream.
Holy fucking tits.
Come on.
For both of us, it is very,
Scream.
very much
it's
Scream.
Obvious. It's Scream.
Undoubtedly Scream.
Yeah.
By like
H2O is like watching Def Leppard come back and do a release album, like a surprise album that's really good, versus Nirvana coming out and doing their first album. It's fucking Scream, man.
It's wildly Scream. Like, I've said the reasons I like and don't like H2O. But Scream is the reason that we have this fucking Friday Night Fights to do tonight. Mm-hmm. The reason that we have a list of movies based on a list of horror movies of the 90s, because horror was dying out, is because of Scream. Yeah. I'll listen to you right now. What movies on this list only exist because of Scream? The Faculty. Okay. Freddy's Dead. No, that doesn't count. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Absolutely. Urban Legend. Absolutely. Scream 2. Duh. Bride of Chucky. Probably not.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, though, was written before, though. Remember?
It was, but like the only reason, but he wrote it and they didn't want it, and then Scream came out and then they did it, so that definitely counts. And then Bride of Chucky, I'll say no. Bride of Chucky would have existed either way, but it was influenced by it. Fear, probably not. Fear probably wasn't influenced by it. That probably, Campfire Tales, I'll even give it the benefit of the doubt.
No,
probably didn't have much to do with Scream. The Craft, absolutely. That's 5.
High School, yeah.
Probably not. Buffy, no. Disturbing Behavior, yes. That was influenced by Scream. Mm-hmm. Teaching Mrs. Tingle, yes.
Yes.
Idle Hands,
not
so much.
A little bit, but not
you can
much.
make an argument, but not so much. Yeah. Brain Scan, definitely not. And then finally, H2O, which we know was influenced by Scream
100%.
Deeply. Yeah. So 8 movies out of the fucking 16 movies on half of the movies on this list only even exist in this town because of fucking Scream. You only exist in this town because of me. Don't you ever go over my fucking head again. That's what Scream's saying.
Don't you do it, Tony.
It's definitely Scream.
Yeah, Scream, man. Come on. I mean, I have my problem with the Scream franchise, but Scream 1 is classic, dude. Scream 1, and we've already talked about this before, it reinvented horror in the 90s. It was one of those movies that came along and it did something that nobody thought it was going to do. I mean, Matthew Lillard, if you go and watch some YouTube interviews with him, he actually had said before, he said that he was already lined up for a pilot episode after he did Scream because he didn't think Scream was going to do shit. He was like, oh, this pilot episode is going to do awesome, and this Scream movie is going to do shit. And then it was the other way around. The pilot episode didn't get picked up, and the Scream movie was huge. And then, I think Skeet Ulrich kind of like echoed the same kind of sentiment that Lillard had said. That movie, Scream, to me, is no different than when the 1984 Nightmare on Elm Street came out. It's no different than when Halloween came out. It's no different than when Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out or Friday the 13th. These movies are staples in Americana psychology for the rest of your life. Like that, they redefined a genre in a lot of ways. I mean, you started with Psycho, right? You started with something like Psycho, and then it was, after that, you had all these other great films that came out, and then you're always wondering in the back of your mind. I'm sure all these directors and these Hollywood elites were like, when's the next big thing going to happen? And it was Scream. I mean, to me, Scream was no different when George Lucas fucking first pinned Star Wars and then released it.
It was a big deal, dude. I literally just like sat down and like looked at the box office numbers and wrote this whole fucking big article about this. Like, if you look at the numbers, Scream, it's not just something people say. Like, Scream revitalized horror. I mean, the couple years leading up to Scream versus the couple of years after Scream, it's just night and day. Scream gave like we probably wouldn't be sitting this channel like honest to God, like the Halloween Kills, like everything that exists in horror right now may not exist had Scream not brought, and maybe something else would have come along and done it in a different way, and then we'd be looking at a different landscape. But Scream is such a pioneering movie. It is the Halloween of the 90s. It really is the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street of the 90s. I agree. Like it changed it gave horror a fucking lifeline. Like Who Wants to Be a Goddamn Millionaire?
And how amazing is that? Wes Craven did 2 iconic films. He did Nightmare on Elm Street in 84, and he did Scream in 1994. Right? Was it 94 or 96?
96 was Scream.
96. Yeah. So the fact is, Scream is it's like somebody telling you that Nirvana didn't mean shit to the rock industry. It like that. It's like a person coming up to you if you're like, hey, I love Scream. I think Scream revitalized horror, and it'd be like someone saying that Nirvana didn't revitalize rock. If they say they hated it, but
I just completed the poll. As I said, at 10:45 p.m. Eastern, the voting would stop for the night. For the week, Scream wins 80% to 19% on 160 votes. Scream is the champion we know, the champion we expected. And at the end of the day, though H2O was the surprise winner, Scream fucking reigns supreme.
Well, that's because we always suck Michael's dick, and we got him all the way to the championship finals. But Ghostface said, "No, sirree, Bob. I'm going to take you down with Stu and Billy."
As it should be in this case. Lost Legends TV says, rapid fire question real quick. Scream 3 versus Child's Play 3, or even better, which trilogy is better? I think to me, Scream 3 is better than Child's Play 3, barely. But as far as trilogy goes, the first Scream movies versus the first Child's Play movies, oh my God. Scream 99.99999% out of 1,000%. I don't know what that means.
I'm not really Scream. I'm not that big of a fan of the Chucky. Kind of sucks to me, man. So I'm not gonna pick Child's Play at all. I did enjoy the Child's Play trilogy before they, Jennifer Tilly's hot and all, and I get that, but I mean, it was a sex appeal thing. But Scream 1 through 3, even though 3 sucked a big donkey dick, I would watch Scream the trilogy over the Chucky trilogy any day of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even care if you're a hardcore Chucky fan. You cannot tell me if you're a hardcore Chucky fan that you would watch a Chucky trilogy versus a Scream trilogy. There's no way.
Like I would take Scream.
There's no way.
Chef Bo says Disturbing Behavior should have beat The Craft for the Harvey Danger song Flagpole Sit Alone, and it should have been Disturbing Behavior versus The Faculty. Can't disagree with you there. That's a great fucking song.
I thought it was going to come down to that.
Made amputate my leg. Goddamn you! I'm not sick, but I'm not bad. It's a great fucking song. Yeah. Lost Legends TV. Thank you very much for that. Jacob says, "What's up, guys? Hope you guys are great. It sucks I can't watch every stream you guys do, but I'm happy to show support however I can. I love you guys and the Wham Fam as well. Also, recording soon. Jacob has a fucking badass pop punk band, and send me a link when you guys record it, dude. I want to fucking hear it. You guys fucking rock the shit, man." And finally, Anthony Stamp says, "Mike, if you ever get the chance, look up voice actor John DiMaggio. He looks a little bit like you." I will do that because I have a lack of people who look like me. Everybody looks like fucking Jay. I want some motherfuckers to look like. Okay.
Oh my God.
I want it.
Don't worry about it. You look like that Baltimore Ravens motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Hey, someone said I look like Tom Brady tonight, so I'll take that too. That works.
I thought you hated him.
He's a handsome son of a bitch, though. As much as I hate him, he is handsome. Yeah. So I will take that.
And by the way, was it Anthony Stamps? Anthony Stamps, when we were talking about Jessica Alba, she was of age. She's older than us. When we were talking about Idle Hands, she was like 18 when she did that movie. So it's all good, bro. It's all good.
I got no idea what y'all talking about.
No, he said something. He's like, Jessica Alba's young in that fucking Idle Hands. She was 18 years old. She was 18 or 19. It's all good. We were making weird fucking comments.
Can't remember what she looks like in that movie, to be honest with you. All I can remember is Texas.
She was hot as fuck in that movie, but she was also 19 years old.
My friends, that was a great Friday Night Fights, a great return. And I'm sorry to Cordy and Vanessa because we love you guys so much. I hope you guys got to enjoy it without having to do all the numbers shit.
It was fun, though.
That was fun. And Scream, as we all expected, was the winner. But we had some fucking bumps and some good times along the goddamn way, guys. Friday Night Fights, that was a fucking great time. I had a blast. I know I had fun. And I feel like that Frank in Old School, she's like, yeah, Frank, everybody in the town knows you had fun. You ran naked through the streets asking for KFC.
Well, hold on. Before we leave, Kevin Williams says, thoughts on H2O if James Jude was with his mask was in it. Look, I mean, look, James Jude is an awesome Michael, man. But I don't think it would have saved the movie. I think overall, it wasn't the Michael, because actually the Michael they used for H2O was fine. I think he did a good job. I think the script was bad. I think it was very much copying what was popular in the 90s and capitalizing on it. It was clean. It was very much Scream. It was very much Scream in a Halloween movie. That's so if you had changed the overall story of it and had James Jude be the guy, it might have been different. But the fact is, even if you had inserted James in to the current storyline, it wouldn't have made it would have been the same movie.
Yeah, I'm with that too. Like, I think the mask had to be there, no matter who played. And no disrespect to the guy who played. I don't think the guy who played Michael in H2O did a bad job.
No, he was great. I mean, especially at the end when dude, he was fucking awesome when he was coming down from the rafters.
Yeah,
good.
Even if that guy keeps putting me off about being on the show, he's like, yeah, I'll do it when I'm ready.
What's his name?
When you gonna be ready? When's gonna be my time?
What be his name though?
What's gonna be my fucking time? I can't remember the time. It's Chris or Tyler.
Let's talk to him. Let's talk to him about that.
Something Durden. Fucking, what's his fucking name, man? That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up. H2O.
Yeah, you guys be surprised how many people turn us down. Or are you?
What's his name? He was nice about it. He was like, yeah, I'll come on the show when I have time. And then like 7 years later, I was like, hey man, you got time? And he's like, yeah, I'll let you know when I have time. And I was like, motherfucker, when you gonna have time?
Yeah.
Chris Duran, that's the guy. That's the guy. Again, nice guy. I'm just joking about him putting us off, but eventually maybe we'll get him on the show for sure. Guys, this is fucking awesome. Thank you for taking the time to fucking hang out with us tonight. We really goddamn appreciate it. This was fucking amazing. We love you all so fucking much. And maybe we'll keep this. We'll do another Friday Night Fight soon. Y'all have a great fucking weekend. Hey, it's a good time to be fucking alive.
Wait, before we go, guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but we've done something really cool. And I'm not talking about extending our wieners. I'm talking about bringing back Revenge of the Action movie.
That's coming.
It's coming back. Guys, can you believe it? It's going to come back.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. And it's not going to be, we can't do it all the time, but it will definitely be something that we're going to keep up with. So if you guys love action movies, I'm talking about some Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Arnold, Stallone.
Yep.
Let us know about that. Go over to that channel, Revenge of the Action movie. It's coming back, motherfuckers.
The channel, JT. That's right. We're putting it on the channel. And if you guys
Welcome
don't know what the fuck we're talking about,
bitch.
YouTube, Revenge of the Action movie. We got like 5 or 6 videos on there right now. We stopped doing it for a while, but we're bringing it back with hard fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme mullet target, my friends. Enjoy. Hey, we love your fucking faces. You guys have a great fucking weekend because we're lucky to fucking be alive. We love you.
See you guys.